Hello, 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 lives. Well, let me see. What's the volume right now? I'm using the same song for starting soon in BGM today. But hello, how are we all doing today, lives? Hope everyone is doing well. Let me know how the volume is. And today we are playing a visual novel that I haven't played before. It's called Please Be Happy, and I don't think I can finish it in like one stream, so this will be perfect for us to, you know, continuing doing primer. It's a game that is fully voice acted and is a Yuri visual novel, and I believe there are two characters for us to romance, and I think I might try to, you know, if I end up really liking the game, I might try to go for both of them. Like, I would just save a lot to get both of the ending, I guess. If that sounds good for you guys, because I have played this game like for a few minutes when this game came out, but I didn't continue playing it. I don't remember why. But I opened up the game earlier to test out like the volume and stuff like that, and I have no idea this is a thing. They might have did like an update later on, because this game came out in 2022, and I believe it's on Switch as well, other than like Steam and stuff. Is all the like even the menu option when you click on stuff, it's also they have like a narrator, so it's even like voice acted in that way, and I find it really cool. And I know that other than the two of the like main girls that we can go for, there are also like side characters, because I did watch like a trailer in preparation for this, because I don't really remember much about this game, but it looks nice. Doing great, I'm glad to hear that. But yeah, I'm very excited about it. Let's see. You know, I should let me send like the link of the game in chat, and you guys can check it out. But it's very pretty. And I'm not really sure how I will go about this game, because since everything is voice acted, it depends. I might still repeat some of the dialogue to read it out loud, but we will see when the time comes. But I'm going to use my game overlay, because otherwise the chat will be covering the screen. Let's see. Okay. Here, let's start the game. Honestly, I'm very excited. So, let's start. Okay. But we can talk while we are loading into game. Okay, this is kind of loud. Might have to adjust the volume for a little bit more. Let's see.
Please be happy.
And I believe these are the two girls that we can romance. So, for those who don't know, this is us, the cute fox girl. I believe she is a fox. And then these are the two girls that we can go for. I think the volume, if it gets too loud while we are in game, feel free to let me know and I will adjust it. I might just turn it down on OBS just to make sure it won't like cover my voice. Okay, let me change the category. Everything's good. And my drink of choice today is lemon tea, the same as yesterday.
I wonder what Wellington will be like.
Ooh, wait, that is such a pretty voice. Fog settled over the forest, far from the village and towns, and with it came silence. We can't hear the music. Oh, it's starting now. Okay, let me boost it up. Bird trees shiver, pondering the weather, and drop their leaves in fright. Stream bubbled, unseen by man, and babble like the birds in the trees. Is the volume alright? Okay, I think like it looks fine. I think it's the like when it is like a narration part during the game, they probably don't have like voice acting, which is pretty good because I can still read to it. But I'm like quite excited because that happens sometimes since I play like a visual novel that are fully voice acted. Yeah, volume is good, thank you. But feel free to grab a snack and drink as well. In the middle of the forest was a grove, and in the middle of that grove was a log. It had been years since it had fallen. Once one of the proudest trees around, and now in death was home to an abundance of life. A line of frantic ants ran to and fro. Mushroom, crowd-like and pillowy, sprouted across one side, like a footpath for fairies. Nearby, an old toad frolicked contentedly in the mud. And inside the deep, damp hollow of the tree, something slept. The travelers strolled into the grove. Their steps were slow and tired, and they spotted the log with relief, like greetings an old friend. Weary from the day's journey, the travelers sat to take a rest. Wish. But this is so pretty, guys. With a scrabbling of nails on rotten wood, a shadow broke from inside the log to the tall grass nearby. The traveler watched the brush rusted as a faint patch of fur appeared within. Hello there, friend. I didn't mean to disturb you. They held their hands towards the grass, offering a piece of dry fish. At first there was no reaction, and then first a snout, I think. It's like an animal nose, I believe. Let me put the volume up a little bit on my side, because this music is really good. First a snout appeared, quivering as they test the air, then follow the rest of the fox, sneak and turning? Totally? Let me search it up. I really like the writing in this. As I said before, I played this for a few minutes and I don't remember any of them. Oh, Tawny. Oh, the word for like the color. Okay. Sleek and tawny. As she took several slow steps forward, her amber eyes were alight with mistrust. are alight with wishes, but also with wild curiosity. The strangers sat unfazed, their offering still outstretched. They dared to meet the fox's eyes, and in their glance felt something kindred. As the fox closed her jaws around the gift, a bond was made. Maybe we aren't so different, you and I. The traveler returned the next day, and the day after that. Each day they bought some treat for their new friend. Each day the false staff grew a little more trusting. Okay guys, wait a second. Do I have everything? Okay, let me boost up all the volume a little bit, just in case. You know, because I think the voice is very important. I think I forgot to save like my sound setting. So sorry about that. Okay. Sound. Oh, yep. Where is that? Okay. The traveler returned the next day, and the day after that. Each day they bought some treat for their new friend. Each day the fox staff grew a little more trusting. One day when the traveler arrived, the fox was sitting in the clearing, waiting patiently.
Hello, my friend. Have you been waiting long?
Oh, I love this voice. Hello, my friend. Have you been waiting long? The fox peered up at the traveler. Her amber eyes were warm and trusting. She accepted her gift of meat, growling it at the traveler's fate then and there. The traveler sat, imprinting into their mind the feeling of the wood beneath them, the clean air around them, and the tender bond of companionship.
Where is your home, little fox? Is it here in this grove? Or do you come to see me too?
Wait. Love that voice. Sounds really good. What do you guys think? The traveler said, imprinting. Oh, this is the same thing.
This will be the last time, I'm afraid. Because I'll be going home tomorrow.
No! Can I make it a little bit louder? Sure. You know what? Let me think. Maybe I should do this. Let's see, does that help?
Home is such a small place compared to the rest of the world.
What about now? Do I still need to put it higher? Home is such a small place compared to the rest of the world. That is very true. If we need a bit more, okay. I would just adjust it on OBS and I would try to avoid like speaking while there are sounds, I guess. Is this alright? Like while the music going on? Well, it can be a little bit louder. Let me move my mic to a little bit closer. Is this alright? Like, is this too loud, the music? If it is, I would just put down the music a little bit. Let's see. The music can be less loud. The music is louder than the voice, I think. Okay. Okay, got it.
Yet, It's someplace I can't wait to return to.
Okay. I will. Mochi! Hello, welcome. Okay, let me turn down the music. And maybe turn down the sound first. Sorry, we are adjusting the volume right now because this is a fully voice acted visual novel. The voice is good now. Wait, let me put it back up. Oops. Okay. Let me put it back up because I really like the music in this game actually. But Mochi, hello. Hello. Guys, welcome in. Mochi is a good friend of mine. Haven't seen you in a long time. Hope you're doing well. Okay. Let me know if the game is like louder than me. But I just started the game and this game is our visual novel that we are like a fox girl and we're right at the beginning of like our story. And I'm very excited. You're loud enough? Okay, good. Awesome. It's been forever. How have you been? I've been alright. I just finished streaming, having my lovely chat, being here with me. It's Pride Month soon, so this is like a perfect beginning for us. But let's continue.
I wish I could bring you with me, little friend. I wish that you could see the world too.
Oh, that is so cute. I love that voice as well. From what I hear so far, because I watched like a trailer of it, since it's been so long since I purchased this game, I'm pretty sure I probably purchased it when it first came out, so that would be 2022. And I never like really actually played the game after I bought it. And when I watched the trailer today, the voice acting sounds really good, so.
Your home is all around me though, isn't it? It's wherever the trees are, wherever the leaves fall.
I kind of really like the like writing of this.
Little fox, perhaps it's you who's the more fortunate of the two of us.
Maybe. I guess animals usually pretty. I would say animals are pretty like live a pretty good life usually. That is so cute. All too soon, it was time for the traveler to go. As they bade goodbye to the forest and to the fox, they knew what they would not return, but that they would carry the memories with them always. The next day, the fox was sitting in the clearing, waiting patiently. Of foxes and fables, I think, and this is us, I assume.
We've now docked at Wellington Skyport.
Ooh. Even just the intercom sounds nice.
Thank you for flying with Kiwi Airlines, and we hope to see you again.
Yay. Oh, also, I think, is it the developer from New Zealand, or is the game just in New Zealand? Because I think I read something about it. Let me see. I know that like this place Wellington that they're talking about is based in New Zealand, but if you can tell the traveler were wearing Korean clothing, like ancient Korean clothing. Actually, I don't know. Oh, apparently I have quite a few games of this studio in my library already that I never realized. Okay, I don't know where they're from. Where are they from? But they do a lot of Yuri, it seems, which is lovely. Kiwi Airline, like the bird or the food. Kiwi is like, they are like referring to, you know, from people from New Zealand. They call them Kiwi. You know, like for example, you know how people from America is called American? In New Zealand, they call them Kiwi. So that's why it's like Kiwi Airlines, because the place that they are going, we are going, I guess, in this scenario, is in New Zealand, based in New Zealand. The intercom announcement is muffled in the closet where I'm hiding, just like the clatter of the seatbelt and the chattering of passengers getting ready to disembark. We look so cute. This is us. The more you know. Yep. It is kind of weird because it's same as like the fruit, as you said. But it's kind of fun. Oh, we look so nice. We have the same outfit, guys. Look at. I have the same top as her. I wiggle around impatiently, so from couching in here. For I don't even know how long it's been. Hours for sure. The last few minutes always feel like they take the longest. Yeah, it's really cute, right? A parade of footsteps begin to pass by outside my door. It's time. I listen carefully, waiting for a gap in the crowd. When it comes, I stand up and push the door open in a single movement. The fox of Fable. I give a wink to the shocked-looking lady that I step out in front of. She doesn't even have time to gasp before I'm out of her sight. Humans, they are always kind of slow. Oh? That's a really cute outfit, hiding our animal ears. Is the music too loud right now? Because on OBS, it sounds like it's like almost the same with my voice. So I just want to make sure. Also, let's crack open this can, okay? It's lemon tea. What is your drink of choice today, everyone? The music is good? Okay, good. I'm just paranoid. Okay, let's crack this open. Yay! Okay, let me hydrate a little bit. I'm glad that everyone is here to witness this game because I'm very excited about it. I nod at the smiling flight attendant as I pass by her, and I throw up my hood to cover my face. Go head out now, but enjoy the game and the rest of your stream. Thank you, Mochi. Thank you for dropping by. I hope everything goes well for you. Alright, let's talk together more. I know I'm terrible at reaching out, but thank you for dropping by. Mango passion fruit juice. Ooh, that sounds so good. Bye bye, Mochi. Thank you for dropping by. It's been a while since I last flew, but it doesn't seem like things have changed much. I've always been harder to sneak on than it is to sneak off. See you a message later. Bye. Okay, bye bye. Have a good day. I'm so excited, guys. I follow the crowd to the end of the walkway and step out onto the ground. After a long stretch, I take a deep breath and savor the fresh air after being stowed away for so long. Wellington Skyboard, New Zealand.
I made it!
Ooh, we have a cute voice as well, guys. We look so cute. Wait, let me check something. Wait, that is so cute. That is so cute. My breathless voice joined the present hum of skyport. Ah! A few clouds drift lazily overhead, almost within arm-8 reach. The sound of waves rolling onto the shore is like a lullaby. It makes me want to burrow into the land and take a nap. Cute. But I can't. First, I need to get out of here. There's one more challenge ahead. Is that the border? Up ahead, this sneaking line, right, of passengers split as people are funneled into a few security stations. While I'm not too far back to hear what the guards are saying, it looks like they're examining a little booklet from each traveler before letting them pass. Humans show like process and procedures, so I think it's a passport. But because maybe we live in like the forest all our lives, so we don't know what it is. You know what? She kind of reminds me of myself because I also live in the forest growing up. Cute. I definitely don't have a booklet like that. I love her outfit. So cute. Also like that she blinked her eyes, like for a second there. That is so cute. Glancing around, I hope to find another way out. An open window would work, or even an unguarded exit. I'm pretty sneaky when I needed to be. Unfortunately, it looked like the only way to leave is to go for security. Without any other option, I joined one of the lines and prepared myself. I will have to do this the old-fashioned way. The line moved briskly as passengers are cleared one after the other. I'm almost at the front of the queue before I know it. As the passenger in front of me approached the booth, I listened closely.
Good afternoon. Passport, please.
Ooh, that is a nice voice acting. Good afternoon, passport, please.
Right here. It's good to be home.
I'm sure. Welcome back.
Cute. She slammed something in the man's booklet and then handed it back to him, and he continues on out of the skyport.
Next.
That's me. I don't know what they do to people without any papers, but I don't want to find out. I'm sure it involves lots of questions, being escorted around, another unpleasant stuff. Casually approaching the gate, I put on my brightest, friendliest smile while keeping a slight distance. With my breathing steady and tail calm, I'm sure I put on a convincing act. Oh, not the ads. Okay, let's take a break then. How are you guys liking the game so far? I love that the game just started. I'm like, how are you guys feeling? Do you guys like the game? I really like the music. I don't remember any of this. I don't even remember how. I think like when I check, I finished the first chapter. Like when I check on Steam. So I think I must have like bought the game player for a little bit and then I close it. Love the art. I love the art too. And they have great music. I really like the voice acting as well. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. Let's see. Also, I really like the writing in this game. Like, don't know how to describe it. Something about them just makes me want to keep like going. Very like comforting. So I hope you guys have a good time. Ooh, outbreak is over. Okay, let me continue. Casually oh, I already read this. We are trying to sneak in.
Passport, please.
Passport, please.
Of course.
Meanho. That's our name, by the way, Minho. I fumble around in my pocket, pretending to look for my passport. Instead, I grabbed the useless, chunky phone that I have been carrying around and let it get clattered to the ground at the girl's feet. As suspected, she bent down to retrieve it for me.
Oh, let me get that for you.
We're about to freaking in the country of New Zealand, guys. Buckle up. And I make a run for it, bolting ahead and rushing past the security booth as quickly as I can. We really are breaking in. We're just running. Just go running.
Hey, you wait!
Ooh.
Stop!
I kind of love this voice acting. Ooh. By the time they realize what happened, I already have a few seconds of head start. My inhuman speed, combined with the natural chaos of the skyboard, should also buy me a bit of time. Still, I've got to get them off my tail. Oh. Okay. A map. Let's see. Let me save. Dashing through the skyport doors and out into the road outside. I don't even have time to take in the city without stopping for breath, I guess. Breath. I ran into the narrow street while weaving between cars and the shocked bystanders. Being seen by so many people like this is annoying, but it won't matter by tomorrow. Putting the thought out of my mind, I vault over a low wall into a nearby alley and land in a couch. Out of sight, but for only a moment. I close my eyes and relax my muscles. All feeling disappear, except a slight warmth against my neck. My secret weapon. Free spirit. Okay, guys, hang on a second. Sorry about that. Okay, continue. Oh, the unremarkable looking necklace is one of my only possessions, and by far the most important. A certain one of the beads strung around my neck begins to heat up in response to my will, a soothing warmth flowing through my body. My hands and feet begin to morph first, the fur chasing up my arms and legs as they dissolved and shortened. This sensation was so bizarre the first few times I tried. It's amazing how it became second nature by now. Closing my eyes, I let my body and head shape in turn. The face is always a little uncomfortable. My once human face changing and lengthening into a snot with some difficulty. Ooh, magical girl transformation, except we are a fox. The cloakers complete after only a few seconds. I open my eyes not as a human, but as a fox. Ooh! I darted away without waiting, far quicker on four legs than I ever could be on two. I can't say it. What is that? Oh, fuck, that's obstacles? Obstacles like the stack of garbage cans ahead would be a pain to get past as human, but instead, I'm able to sprint between the gaps without slowing down. Wait, that's kinda awesome.
Her. I know it!
That's her, I know it. Sound like the security guard hasn't given up on me yet. I pick up the pace, running as fast as my paws will take me. Ooh, Ooh, pride flag! Guys! Gay? Her heavy breathing gets further and further away. In just a minute or two, I know I am safe. Wait, we look so cool. I don't know where I am, but it's not like I knew where I was when I started running. I almost feel bad for the lady who was chasing me. She never stood a chance. Even in a crowded street, there's no way anyone or anything could outrun me. The wind just wished it could keep up with me. Ah, that is so cute. Comfortable that the danger's past, I slip into another alley. Once I'm sure I'm alone, I close my eyes and concentrate on the form I want to take once more. That familiar feeling, following warmth runs through me again, my body stretching and deforming at my command. A few seconds later, and I open my eyes to glance at my hands.
Better luck next time.
Cute. Brushing the dust off myself, I nonchalantly stroll out of the alleyway and back into the street. The odd person walk by on this errand or another, not paying any attention to me, just the way I like it.
Left, right, past turn, left.
Mapping out my path in my head, I look for a way to the main road. It will be easier to get my bearings there. I pick turns at random, without any real destination in mind. Sunlight story. When I decided to make the journey to Wellington, it was pretty impulsive. I overheard another pair of travelers talking about it and how beautiful a city it is. With a moment now to take in the scenery, I can see they weren't wrong. The street around here seemed like a mix of homes and businesses. Everything is very colorful. Even the brick walls are covered in pictures and paint. In the distance, I can see green hills that are lined with houses, as well as green hills that are completely empty. There are a lot of hills, now that I look around some. Ooh, that is so cute! Happy Pride Month, everyone. Well, it's not Pride Month yet, but you know, almost time. From just a few streets away, the sound of pedestrian and busy intersection floats my way. I head in its direction, taking shortcuts through yards and driveways when it's convenient. In one lawn, a big dog growls at me as I walk past, but when I transfer and grow right back, he tucks his tail and runs away. Dogs and I have always had an understanding. After squeezing through one last narrow side street, I finally emerge onto what looks like the main road. There's no cars here, but tons of people on foot. There are brightly colored signs and decoration on most of the building. In the middle of the street, there are fountains and benches and trees and all kind of stuff. The best part is the variety of stores. When I stroll past a few of the windows and peek in, I can really tell that I will be able to do most of my shopping around here. Are we stealing? There are stores with food, with clothes, and with just about everything else. I don't have any money on me, but that isn't exactly a problem, so we are silly. 5-finger discount, I guess. What is a problem is that it's too crowded. Dodging a couple of security guards is one thing, but trying to escape down a busy street with lots of people could be too much even for me. I would just have to remember where this place is and make another visit later, after all the shops are closed. Then, a man in a bright coat hurries past me, talking loudly on his phone in a language I don't recognize. He's so distracted he doesn't even notice when his wallet falls out of his pocket and onto the sidewalk. I notice, of course. Seeing an opportunity, I step over and snatch it up. Prying open the black leather pocket, and I find...
Score!
Ew! A couple of bills in what I figured it is the local currency. I sneak the money out into the pocket of my jacket. By now, the man is so far ahead that he is almost out of sight. I had to hurry to catch up to him and give him back his wallet. He barely even said thank you.
I should have just kept the whole thing.
Maybe you're kind of right. I hate when people don't say thank you. Well, I just noticed it said like the street name here. And I think this is like just the morning, I guess. Miho flees from the immigration line, now in search of a snack. Cute. It's only fair I get a little something for myself, since it's not like he would have ever gotten it back without me. I head back to my bench and inspect my pies. A blue bill and a brown one. These feel sturdy, nothing like the paper I expected. Okay.
1, 0, 10, and 5. So 15.
That's me when I do maps, by the way. 15 isn't much. I definitely should have kept the whole wallet. Oh well, at least this should be enough to buy myself something to drink. My thirst is starting to get the better of me, as I haven't had anything since I snuck onto the airship. I wonder how do we even knuckle the airship. Oh, also, it's afternoon now. Cute. Following my nose, I walk down the busy street until I find one of the many cafes lining the path. The sign hanging above its front door has a picture of a bell on it. Cute. A charming bell rings out from above the door as I enter. Can't help but savor the wave of refreshing, cool air washing over me, which feels even better after so much running.
Hiya! Welcome to the Bell House.
Oh, so cute! Ooh! The barista behind the counter is the only other person in the store right now. As I nod in greeting, and she leans forward with a cup in one hand and a pen in her other.
What can I get you? We're having a special on affogatos if you want to try one.
Ooh.
Usually, they're like $7, but today, they're only 5.
Ooh, I love a stew.
I'd like a...
I'm not sure what an avocado is. Isn't that a vegetable? Not wanting to commit to the strange-sounding drink, I look at the menu instead. Unfortunately, it's full of handwriting. Springy letters. I can't read a single word, and there are no helpful pictures. Safe option it is.
I'll just have a vanilla latte.
I love that is our safe option. How do we even know that? Do we just listen into the travel list? Do you guys drink coffee? Do you guys have a drink order?
Ugh, boring. But okay. Name?
Not her saying that we are boring.
Miho.
Miho. It's my first time testing out how the name sounds, and I decided that I like it. We name ourselves. I decided on the airship that was the name I would use here in Wellington. I use so many names throughout my life that I can't remember most of them. For each new city that I visit, I come up with something new. Oh, so I guess this isn't the first time that we went outside. I think she would learn that we're not boring. I know, right? We snuck in. We snuck in to a plane to a different country. We are not boring. You are the boring one. Foxes don't have any useful name, so nobody ever gave me one. She scribbles something on the card with a black marker. If that's how this name looks, then I'm even more pleased with it.
$4.50, please.
$4.50. I handed her the brown bill and she gave me back a big coin with a picture of a boat on it.
All right. I'll have this ready for you in no time.
Cute. She sure seems enthusiastic. I nod as she spins around and starts working. Looking about somewhere to sit, I decided on a seat by the window with the sun pouring in. Near the entrance to the cafe, there's a wild rack with a stack of maps and tourist pamphlet, so I grabbed one of the maps before taking my seat. Do you guys think that the drink that she would give us, when we look at the name, it would be spelled wrong? I have this problem where whenever I go for any kind of like stores that ask me about my name, they will always spell it wrong. It's so upsetting. One time I was so fed up, so I spelled the name out but they still spell it wrong. Oh my god. This cafe is big and bright, with plants everywhere. They're on the walls, on the floor, and on the ceiling. Most of them are real and vibrant, obviously well cared for. Even the lights that hang down from the ceiling have glass ornaments with little shrubs in them. Seems like I make a good choice coming here. And a place with a bit of nature in it is more comfortable to me than places without.
I guess I should find a place to stay.
You think? You really should. Looking down to the map I took, I traced the path I made from the port to this cafe. It's useful, but it doesn't really tell me anything useful about the houses in particular. I need to find a higher vantage point. I moved my finger along the hills I noticed from outside, following the little brown path to a patch of green with little mountains icon. That should work for now.
Miho!
My ears perk up right as the barista arrived and placed my drink in front of me.
Thanks!
Yay! I reach over and take the warm cup in my hand, but the barista doesn't let go. What happened?
You ready for the rain tomorrow?
Raining? No, we were going to sleep outside.
Huh? It's gonna rain tomorrow.
No! I glance behind me out of the window. It is as sunny and blue a day as I have ever seen.
How do you know that? There aren't any clouds out there.
I mean, I assume she is also some kind of hybrid, so maybe she knows? Or maybe she just checked the photo. By choosing my name, I took care that the name is easy to pronounce. And my dad name is really common, so no one will pronounce it wrong. So no one has ever spelled your name wrong. I wish I have that. Well, I would say that my name, my real life name is like, still like, oh, I guess it's like people do know it, but for some reason everyone always like spell it wrong, or they misheard me and did something else. And if you ask me, what do you mean? Isn't your name just Jules? Yeah, sure. Yeah, that's just my name.
I'm just good with the weather. Anyway, if you forget, then you'll be sorry.
Oh no. So it's going to rain. Where am I going to sleep tonight? She finally let go of my drink and heads back behind the counter. Maybe she knows what's up. She's trying to remind us. People are weird. Does the barista pull that on everyone? Standing on the doorstep, I have my first sip.
Oh, this is really good.
Yay! Cute. It's pretty plain, but well made. The coffee isn't too bitter, which is perfect for me. With a moment to myself, my thoughts run inwards as I sip the warm drink. My first travel were in search of someone, but despite my whole life being spent trying, I haven't made any progress in finding them, so I've taken to simply wandering, going wherever I wish at a time. Oh, never saw them again. I've been itching for a change of scenery anyway, so I boarded, well, snuck onto, the first airship that I could. The best part about owning nothing but the clothes on my back is that I can pick up and leave whenever I feel like it. I take a moment to get my bearings and look around. I see a tired-looking person shuffling along the far footpath with a briefcase in their hand. They stop outside one of the buildings, take a deep breath, and pat their face a couple times, and then go inside. They must not be looking forward to whatever going to happen in there. Maybe they have to fight someone. That is so cute. Through the large glass windows of another soul. What is that word? F-A-U-N? Fawn. Oh, it's oh, so okay. So in this world, hybrid do exist. It's like a mythical creature that is like half gold, half human. Okay. Okay, I see. So it does exist. Oh yeah, is that hoops? Trying on a pair of shoes, but they don't seem to fit her hoops. The people waiting with her look annoyed. I wonder if she fussed around with her footwear or... For a while, I simply let the day roll by and watch the various figures who stroll by. People watching is fun, especially in such a busy city. Eventually, I go to sip my coffee, only to find nothing coming out. With no more reason to stick around, it's time to go. On the sunlit street, look about to match what I can see with the map's direction. There's a tall green mountain in the distance ahead of me, which must be the one on the map. It'll be the perfect vantage point of for the city. Ideally, I will find an empty building and I can crash in, but it's not necessary. A roof over my head would be nice, but I'm plenty used to sleeping outside under the stars. Sometimes it's better than sleeping in a bed. Encouraged by the plan forming in my head, set off onto the long walk to the summit. Okay, let's go. Sketchbook now playing. Oh my god, guys, imagine if all the song is DMCA. And then I got muted. That would be insane. But I guess that would just mean that this is a limited time stream if that happened. The path to the mountain turns out to be less simple than the map make it look. First, a trail takes me along the waterfront, and then it turns upward through a small forest area. Being among the trees and the tall shadows makes me feel at home. When the path leaves the woods again, I'm a little disappointed. Lead up a paved road, so I stick to the edge to avoid passing cars. Sometimes I take shortcuts through yards or up unmarked paths. There are quite a few nice-looking homes right along the roadside. I make a mental note to go check them out when I'm low on money or food. Not much further along, a concrete-looking lookout office Another glimpse of the city below. A couple of airships are coming in to dock at the skyport, probably from one of the other floating islands. There's still a way to go to the top of the mountain, but luckily, the walk has been easy so far. I wouldn't even consider it a hike. Eventually, I reached the final stretch of the road. I can see where it curves ahead to the summit, and I hurry to the end. Cute! Oh, that is so pretty. It's like a lookout point. A metal railing spread out like a crown on top of the mountain. As I go to toss my empty cup away, a pair of chattering tourists pass me by.
How far is it from here?
Ooh, good voice.
Oh, about an hour from the base of Mount Victoria, so a bit further from here.
Okay.
Mount Victoria.
Mount Victoria. I'm glad to know what this place is called. I say the name out loud to help commit it to the memory. We're learning, guys. Standing at the edge, I'm treated to a wonderful view of Wellington. The city forms a crescent moon shape around the bay, which glitters like sapphire from up here. The sun is starting to set, and that makes the water even more shimmery. Even more airships can be seen coming and going. I think that I can see the edge of the floating islands we are on, miles out in the open sky. Yay! I surveyed the city, using the skyport as the reference point. From up here, what felt like such a long chase really doesn't look far at all. If I strain my eyes, I think I can even see the coffee shop from earlier. What was it the breeze said it was called? The Bell House. It's kinda tough to make out details. My hearing and sense of smell might be great, but my eyes aren't that much better than a human's. Then I noticed something useful.
Look! Is that our house?
A child! Oh my god, a child!
Probably. What can you see from here?
I see Dad's car!
Ew, that is kinda cool. I wish I can do that. You know, like just seeing your house from far. Maybe it would creep me out, never mind. I feel like it would creep me out. Not too far away, there's a little kid who's using a pair of metal tips attached to a post. His mom is helping him aim it at the city. This might be something to improve your vision. The moment the kid and his mom leave, I hurry over before someone else can get to them first. When I press my eyes to the same spot, the child did, though all I can see is black. Well, maybe we didn't put enough coin in it, I think. Heartbreak. Okay, let me drink more. This is a cute game. Okay. I think we need money. You know, one of those like one of those lookout point that you need money to look at through it, which is so insane to me. I feel like they should just give you like a minute or so to be free to use. Okay, let me fix my posture a little bit. Ugh. And stretch a little bit. Even you guys are waiting, but I need to stretch. Okay. Let me continue. I try moving it around, but it doesn't change. Is this thing busted? Some text is printed on the side. I have no idea what it says. It's small slur though, with a picture of a coin next to it. Lucky for me, it's the coin that has a 50 on it. Put the coin that I received from the barista into the stone and spin a lever. The machine ate my coin, and then when I put my eyes to it again...
Yes!
Yay! Everything looks so much closer now. Even the trees on the other side of the hill appear in crystal clear detail, like I'm standing right next to them. I aim the viewing glasses at the city and look around, trying to find a good place to rest for the night. Houses are no-go. Even if they look empty or abandoned, you can never let your guard down for a minute. That is smart. Same with the most shop. I don't have enough money for a hotel. I won't risk sneaking into one of those either. As I'm staring at the site, trying to memorize as much as I can, there's a clicking sound and once again the view goes black. Stupid machine. Stupid machine. I smack it a couple times and check again. I still can't see anything.
Well, whatever.
That's such a short period of time. What a scam.
Looks like I'm sleeping outside tonight. Guess this place is as good as any.
Yeah, except it's going to rain. Yeah, stupid machine for real. Like, what a scam. We barely look at it. I head back down the trail a little bit and fell off of it into the underbush. Okay, let's see. Sorry, I'm moving around to fix my posture.
Not perfect, but it'll do.
Evening already. It's not exactly the wildest, but just about everything around gets him certified to some extent. Usually when I make a den, I prefer to find a place far from the other people, a place where nobody will find me. I doubt I will find anything perfect, but this is good enough.
It's fine. Can't afford to be picky.
That is very true. We don't have any money, girl. I love that when we transfer back to the fox, we are still wearing the necklace. It's a nice detail of it, you know, because it's like a very useful thing for us. Once the trail I was on is out of sight, I transfer again. My neck gets warm as my bead activates, and a few seconds later, I'm on all fours. Later at the Oven 4, now playing. Key. Ooh, that's some really nice music. As a fox, the sensations of nature are much stronger. The earth beneath my paws is cool and refreshing, and the breeze whips through my tails like a massage. I hurry down a hill covered in grass so tall that it reached way over my head. I can smell fresh water and follow the sand to a small stream where I'm able to quench my thirst. It's just as satisfying as the drink I got at the cafe, but in a different way. And being able to slurp up water is way more enjoyable than having to use a straw, or worse, one of those lids with a tiny hole. For a little while, I followed my nose to some berries and some edible plants that would do for a snack. Unfortunately, unlike the water, foraging is never as satisfying as eating human food. How interesting, so we like human food better. If I want a real meal tonight, then I should pick up the pace before it gets too late. Still, I want to get this done now, while there's still daylight. I keep close to the stream, search for a place where the ground is soft. Before too long, I found a promising area. Small valley with hills on both sides, and thick foliage on the others. I'm still close enough to civilization to hear calls and other cities' noise, but the area I'm in doesn't seem like it. It gets visited very often. At the very least, it doesn't really smell like people. The spot that I settle on is a nice mound of earth near the edge of the woods, particularly hidden by a tall tree with low-hanging leaves. Even if no one comes by, it makes me feel better knowing that I will be out of sight. And so, I start to dig. My claws rip around the dirt as I burrow downwards, widening the tunnels just enough for my sneak frame to fit. First I dug forward, and then downward, widening out an area that's big enough for my whole body to fit. This is something I have been doing my whole life, even back when I was just a regular fox. I think that's why I don't mind it too much, compared to sleeping inside somewhere. Just feels right to me. No, that's cute. Wait, that is so pretty. Cute. Cute. Minho stand. It takes a little while, and by the time I'm finally finished, the first few stars have started to peek out from the sky. Shake myself clean of dirt and stick to my code, and then transfer back into my human form.
Spread this here, a couple of branches here, some leaves there.
Cute. I walk around the valley a bit, checking from different angles.
Not bad for just an afternoon's work.
We were decorating. Cute. If you weren't looking for it, I don't think you'd ever notice anything out of place. All that digging has made me work up an appetite, and not the kind that will be satisfied with just a few berries. God, my throat is like... Okay. Let me drink. Okay. My throat made a noise that I was scared of. I think it's alright. Not the kind that would satisfy with just a few berries.
Ugh, I'm so hungry. I haven't had a real meal since yesterday.
That sounds like me for real. Well, I did eat today, so no worries, guys. I actually had pizza today, which was fun. Pretty good. My stomach rumbles painfully. I've been so busy since arriving here in Wellington that I kind of forgot how hungry I was. Oh my god, why is this me? I'm just like, sometimes when I log into something, I just forgot to eat. I grabbed some human food back in town. Casting one last glance at my afternoon work, I set off towards the city.
Work never ends. Time to get some food!
Yay! Time to get some food. Guys, let's go. Let's eat. I'm a bit disappointed when I finally get back to the busy street from before. I was hoping that it would be emptier now, that all of the stores would be closed. Turns out I was half right. A lot of the shops had gone dark for the evening, but there are just as many people walking around now as there were earlier. In fact, there might even be more. The patio of a restaurant has a bunch of tables full. A mermaid is sitting in a fountain I stopped by earlier, chatting with a cyclops. Even the cafe that I visited is crowded now, with a line almost out the door. After pacing up and down the road for a while, I sat down and tried to figure out what to do next. Not to worry about what would happen if I got caught stealing. I just escaped, obviously, and even if they somehow managed to catch me, it wouldn't be an issue for very long. See, there's something different about me that makes me extra good at being a thief. It's not just the skills that I practiced over the year, like picking locks and sneaking around. Myth on the pro? No, it's a bit more special than that. Without fail, every single person I meet forget about me by the next day. Oh no! That is so sad. I don't know why, but I don't really care either. It's magic. It's all I know about it. Really useful magic. I think maybe like if she is in her human form, people will forget about her. That's why, like for example, the traveler will remember her since the traveler met her when she was like just a little fox. Everywhere I go, no matter how careless I am, all my problems are solved by the next day. That doesn't mean there's no danger. I've been caught in the act before, and beaten or harassed before I can manage to get away. I even lost a few prizes that I stole fair and square because I had to get going in a hurry. But if someone sees me but isn't able to stop me, I know that I will be home free. Sure, they might remember having something stolen, but they will never know who did it. It almost makes things too easy. Golly, only steal from the corporation, okay? We are not stealing from small businesses, guys. Right now, it would be smarter to just come back even later. In the dead of night, I hope that there are no people around. Be able to take my time browsing without having to worry about making a quick escape. What's the fun in that though? Where's the fun in that though? I walk casually up and down the street, glancing into the windows without being too obvious about it. Some stores still have customers inside. Others has locked their door and shut off the light. Most of the restaurants still open and are only making me hungrier. Stealing from restaurants is a bit much even for me though I tried before. And the crackling in the cluttered kitchens as well as all the tables and chairs make it hard to get around. Plus, I've learned that the hard way that there are plenty of hot or sharp things for angry cooks to throw at you. You try to make a way out. Inside, packaged and pre-made food are my best friends. Things I can grab multiple of at once and stuff it into my pocket. If I'm really lucky, I'll find a place with refrigerated sandwiches or salad, or sometimes perfectly good hot food that gets thrown out. You wouldn't believe the kind of stuff that's available if you don't mind sifting through the trash a little bit. It's not ideal, of course, but a hot meal is a hot meal. I know plenty of foxes who have eaten much worse.
Target spotted.
I mean, it's alright, you know? As long as you're not hurting anyone. It's perfect. A small convenience store. Snacks line up behind the front windows. Even better, the shops on either side of it is closed too, so there's not many other people in the area.
Locked, huh? Not surprising.
I head down a nearby alley and find the back door, which is probably where they bring in new products. The alleyway is dark to begin with, and my dark clothes help me hide even better. I glance around the alley, glad like always for my excellent night vision. Nobody's watching, nobody's even around. I put my hood up over my ears and tuck my tail behind my legs, leaning against the sturdy door. To anyone not looking closely, I'm sure up here is nothing more than a shadow. I duck around in my pocket until I find my trusty lockpick. Why is isn't this like said the second visual novel where character like picklocked it? Or yeah. The last time it happened, it was KJ, right? And then and then I was like, do you guys know how to pick a lock? And then two of you said yes in my chat instantly. Until I find my trusty lockpick and then just start to work on the floor. It isn't a complicated lock at all, just a regular keyhole. With a click, the latch springs open just a few short moments later.
Bingo. Huh?
Huh? Is someone inside? Try to tuck the door towards me, but there's a chain on the inside that keeps it from opening very wide. There's no way a human could fit through the gap, but it would be easy for a fox. First, I sneak away for a bit, idling on the nearby street like a regular pedestrian. I wait to see if anyone shows up, just in case I trigger a silent security system. But we sure are kinda smart. After about 10 minutes, I decided it is safe. I transfer under cover of darkness in the alley and slip into the building before transforming back. The shop isn't very big, and the receiving area is just a small hallway with a few boxes of soda and candy bars on the floor. Grab a couple of my favorite and shove them into my pocket. When I creep to the main area, make sure to say hello to the ground. Try to avoid being seen from the outside. Not exactly hidden, but as long as I don't stand up, I shouldn't attract anyone's attention. Move fast, cramming as much into my coat as I can. Cookies, protein bars, popcorn. I'm not very picky. When my clothes start to feel heavy, grab a plastic bag from behind the counter and transfer some of my loot into there. Also take a few bottles of waters and sport drink from the coolers. Just as I'm about to leave, I spotted a few of these covered plastic wrap sandwiches that I was thinking about earlier.
Jackpot!
Oh, we're eating good today. I filled my bag with sandwiches until it's almost overflowing, and then I head back out of there the way I came in. In total, I was in and out in under 5 minutes, and I got enough supplies to last me for several days. Not us just like robbing this shop clean. When I step into the alley, I glance around in both directions, making sure no one saw me emerge from the store. I don't see anyone, but my neck prickles as if someone is watching me. You're innocent. Yeah, Your Honor, we are innocent. We deserve a fair trial, you know? Like, innocent until proven guilty. So, we are truly innocent. I sniffed the air, but I didn't notice anything out of the ordinary, nothing that wasn't there before. Still, what is that? Suddenly there's a flop of wings, and a bat flutters past me from out of the shadow, goes right over my head and disappears from the side out of the street.
Oh, that's it?
Oh, just a bat? I let out the breath I've been holding and start making my way back towards the mountain where I make my den. I let the bag swing from my arms as I walk, whistling a song I heard earlier. I'm not able to keep a smile off my face.
All in all, not a bad first day.
We did get a lot of food. That's
I've
good.
got a nice nest, food to spare, and plenty of places to explore tomorrow.
Cute. There have been plenty of days in my life where I had none of those things. I unwrap one of the sandwiches that I grab and take a big bite.
Nothing beats the taste of hard work.
What is your guys' favorite sandwiches? I'm really basic. One of my favorite sandwiches are egg mayo sandwiches. Like with the QB mayo and stuff. So good. But I think for sandwiches, if it is like a quick one that you grab out of like a refrigerator from a convenience store, those like the thing that I said is my go-to. But if it is like something hot, I kind of really like eggs with like spam. That's good. But for me, I do prefer my sandwiches to be like slightly toasted though. I unwrap one of the sandwiches and I grab and take a big bite. I hope Wellington continues to treat me well while I'm here. We're kind of girl boss, honestly.
So tired. I'm gonna sleep so well tonight.
Okay, night-night I guess. Unpack everything that I got from the store, as well as treasure that I always carry with me. My lockpick, my wallet, a few pretty stones. The only thing that I leave in my jacket is a small scroll.
Can't get that damaged or dirty.
Scroll. I change back into a fox and then dig another hole near the entrance to my den. This one is much simpler and shallower. I bury some of the snack that I stole before, covering them back up with dirt.
Not like anyone's gonna come by and swipe my things, but better safe than sorry.
That is very true.
I stole this myself after all. Don't want it being stolen from me.
Okay. Stuff like my pen and my favorite rock go into the burrow with me, since I like having them close by. Once I have got everything where it belongs, I climb into the hole myself, turning a few circles before settling down with my tail wrapped around me. Oh, that is so pretty. From here, I have a perfect view of the stars. I look up at the clear night sky through the mouth of the tunnel. Feel bad for all the people way down on the underworld.
Can they even see the stars from there?
I've never been to the underworld, so I have no idea. Can't imagine falling asleep without them. Comfortable and safe, I close my eyes and quickly slip off to dreamland. I wake up to trouble. All is a threat. No. I'm sure it's only morning as I peer out the burrow's entrance. But the sky is already dark. Sorry, oh my god. My foreboding and my attention move from the enormous rain clouds above to the tree outside my den. The branches shaking in the strong breeze. The barista reminded us. We didn't believe her.
I can't believe that girl from the cafe was right.
Why would we not believe her? Especially since like hybrid clearly exists in this world, and they have like different animal traits than like regular human. Why won't we believe her? What? I climb up the tunnels and out in the open, sniffing the air. Just tell me what I already know. A storm is coming, and fast. But also, another scent plays on my nose. One so faint that I almost brushed it off before taking another smell. Surely I'm wrong? There's no way that... Knowing my snort to the ground, I investigate the area, then decided I'm right. I change into my human form and look around.
Someone's been here.
Oh my god, did someone follow us? Yeah, someone definitely been here, but this scent isn't a human. It's fairly familiar, but at the same time, not like anything I recognize.
And it definitely wasn't here when I went to sleep.
Interesting. They must have come here in the night and stopped right outside my den.
Were they watching me sleep? Oh crap!
As a fox, I dive back into my hole to make sure everything is still here. My heart pumped in my chest, but nothing appears to be missing. I also checked the spot where I buried my stash from last night, but that hasn't been disturbed either. I breathe a sigh of relief. If any of my stuff had been stolen, I'll be so mad. But that still doesn't answer the question of what they want. And that's even more concerning. I'm pretty light sleeper. Usually the slightest of sound or motion will wake me up. So if someone was able to sneak up on me, even I have to be impressed, and a little bit worried. I've got more pressing issues right now, though, and I stare at the sky in disappointment.
Ugh, I hate the rain.
I would have found a different place to make my nest and hide my surprise if I know this would happen. Is that bulbos would probably just be piles of my mud by the end of today.
I should have found a place with a roof after all.
Well, you snooze, you lose. I guess that's the phrase, right? Nice. I've never said this phrase out loud. I just heard it. Blah, blah, blah. I wouldn't. Oh, I already read this. I filled my pocket with my most important possession and some of the food I grabbed last night. Everything else I wrap as tightly in plastic bags as I can and bury them in my den. Hopefully, I can find somewhere fast and then move everything else over before it gets ruined. An abandoned house would be perfect, or some other place where I would be able to hide. I'm just about to get going when a loud rapping sound overhead caught my attention. I expected to be a bird, but instead it's yet another bat. Well, let me guess. Is it like a bat hybrid that been following us? Oh, cute. This one is even bigger than the one I saw last night. Its trains are way longer and noisier. I can even hear it squeaking something as it flies past. Some people say bats and frogs are similar. I don't see it. I watch it fly around a little while before it takes off towards the city.
Maybe it knows somewhere to stay. Guess I'll follow it for now.
Okay. Got ourselves a tour guide, or maybe a trap. A couple times, it disappeared between the trees or just too far ahead, but always managed to catch back up. Eventually, we're out of the wood and back into the civilization, where a car whistling right past me. There's a sidewalk here. Other people walking around. Most of them look out to the skies nervously, though. Everyone seems to be in a hurry.
Guess I'm not the only one looking to get away from the rain.
The time when I don't like rain is... Oh, outbreak. It's when, like, if I have just freshly washed my hair, I'll be so pissed off if like my hair get rain on. I've talked about this before. I have wavy hair, so when it's wash day and I go outside and it rains on my hair, I would be so pissed off. But other than that, if like it's just a regular day, and if I didn't have like anything in my hair and then I get rain on, I probably would just be like, oh well, guess my hair is wavier today. And that's fun, you know. I like the rain as well. It's good unless it's raining on me. Also, I'm really easily, like I have a really I'm very easily to get sick. So if I get rain on without like an umbrella and it's like even if it's not like a extremely heavy rain, I definitely would get sick. There was one time that I didn't get an umbrella. I got rain on for like less than 10 minutes probably. I took like a whole shower as soon as I got home, still got sick. Got a fever that night right away. So But I do like raining. Like, I like the sound of it, unless I'm trying to sleep, because otherwise I couldn't fall asleep if it is like raining. But other than that, I do like raining. It's very comforting, and the smell of rain smells really good to me. Let's continue. More people seems to be going in the direction I was headed and anywhere else, so I stick to that. By now, my winged guide is almost outside again. Just a little black speck in the sky flying into the distance. Further up this road, there's a slope that leads to a big fancy-looking building. Doesn't look like a shop or restaurant. At least not one that I have ever seen, but there are so many people going in and out that it has to be open to the public. That's good enough for me. Give somewhere to try and spend some time. Maybe I can learn something useful. First, places like that usually have plentiful of flower views inside. If I'm lucky, I'll be able to find something to fund my next few days. We're always thinking about swimming. Kind of go both of us. After all, the bigger the target, the less likely they are to notice something missing. The sturdy oak door isn't as heavy as it looks. A firm push being enough to heave it open, gingerly stepping inside and out of the rain. I'm greeted by books. Lots of books. Ooh, so it's like I think it's a library then? Books on shelves, books on tables, books on the floor, books everywhere. Ooh, this looks nice. The place even smell of musty old paper, and a dozen or so people inside are mostly leafing through pages in the aisles. The old silence about the building is striking, given how many are around. Do you guys like going to the library? I haven't went to like a library in like a really long time now. But when I was a kid, I would get brought to like the library, in where I live like so often. I go to like so many of them, and then I will like borrow books from. It's a good time. You do? Yeah. I guess like I did went to like the library recently, but it's like when I was still going to uni. Like that's about it. There are some pretty nice libraries like around here, like very like big, like nice looking like architecture and stuff like that. I should go to a library. That would be fun. It doesn't look like a shop, so I assume this must be a library. I've heard of them, but never been in one. No point, since I can't read and all. I can't read and all. But it's warm and cozy and very dry, so it will be just fine. There's a desk near the entrance with a computer on it. I assume would be where I check in. It's unattended, which is good for me. I take a seat in an empty chair nearby. I sit back just to observe for a little bit. There are plenty of people, but it's not too busy. Lots of empty, unwatched spaces. Most folks seem to be here alone or in small groups that keep to themselves. There's not much conversation going on. What there is all whisper. Nobody gives me a second glance, which is a good sign. Means I'm probably not breaking any rules just by being here. Behind the desk, there's a hallway leading deeper into the building. I peek around the corner to see what's back here. All I can see are some shut doors and the very back staircase. Wait, isn't that one of the characters? Let's save, guys. I saw something. After glancing around to make sure no one's watching, I sneaked down this hall and tried a couple of the doors. All of them are locked. I could probably pick them if I wanted to. No sense trying to do that now, though. Is there anything more valuable around? An antique rock or vase would be perfect. Sadly, it's almost all books. Books and small trinkets that look pretty worthless. Nothing worth the trouble stealing. At least it's got a roof. I still spot a couple promising items, like a set of old coins, and memorize their locations. I wander back to the main area where I came in. Outside, it hasn't started raining yet, but it's only a matter of time. The wind is loud and gusty, and even opening the door is enough to make me shiver. If nothing else, I can probably wait out the rain here, but my poor abandoned snack back at the den. What a waste. Can't do anything about it now though. I should keep looking around. I move slowly through the area, never going beyond what seems to be the public area. I return to inspect a few books, taking them off the shelf and flipping through the pages, but I'm actually mapping out the place in my head. Doors, windows, and potential places to hide. Things like that. Most of the time, this kind of info is unnecessary. It's been at least a few decades since I have to make a dramatic escape from anywhere. At this point, plotting an escape route is just a habit. Overall, I like what I'm seeing, even with the locked doors and off-limit hallways. A lot of nooks and crannies that would make a good hiding spot, especially as a fox. From the thick ducks that close a lot of these areas, I can tell they don't get a whole lot of visitors. If I'm careful, I might be able to go a whole week or more without being noticed. As long as I can get in and out of the building easily, that is. And with the huge windows that line the back wall, that seems easy enough too. I weave around a couple shelves that are taller than I am, heading for the far back corner. Peek around the corner of the last aisle, just to make sure I'm alone. But I'm not. The girl reading this. Huh? This is one of the girlie. At a small table by the window sits a woman with a small book in her hand, resting against her fingers. She's perfectly still, but mouths the word on the pages as she reads, like she's tasting them instead of just seeing them. Her expression has the distant look of someone way off in their own world. Far away from this one, she looks so at peace that I think she must belong in that world. She's beautiful and elegant in the same way as a painting, with the light from the window shining on her as a display. I really like this hairstyle. I don't remember what this hairstyle is called. I think it's called crown braids, because it looks like a crown, but it's pretty. I duck back behind the bookshelf, pressing one hand to my racing heart. My other bumps against one of the books on the shelf, and it falls with a dusty thump. Oh no! Oh! Cursing my clumsiness, I silently back away in case she decides to investigate, but she doesn't leave her chair.
I suppose it's nothing.
Ooh, nice place. She turns and gazes out on the open window. At what? I don't know. A moment later, she returns to the books and leaves this world again. I stay hidden, my face still burning a little. Yes, I think this will be the perfect space to spend some time. Boo, we have a crash. Suddenly, there's a much louder boom, and the one I caused. As thunder rumbles outside, a few people around the library startle at the sound and look around. Sighing, the girl in the chair pulls the window beside her closed. The first drop of the rain falling not a minute later. That sounds like a rainstorm. I will investigate the windows later. right now. I don't want to bother her. So I head back to one of the push chairs on the other side of the library. Take a seat. Let me lower the volume just a little bit because the thunder is a bit loud. I could be here a while, depending on how long the rain lasts, so I might as well get comfy. I find a few books that have more pictures than words and curl up in one of the soft chairs to flip through them. There aren't as many of those ones. And I go through the stack pretty fast. It takes long enough for the rain to start though. The longer the pounding of rain and the howling of the wind become. That is not letting up anytime soon. Great poem. I can't complain though. This library is pretty cozy by my usual standards. It's warm and safe. Nobody tells me to go away. Even have snacks. More than once, I get up and walk around the library again. Even though I've got most of it memorized by now. To take note of things like a child's stuffed toy that's lying on the floor in one section, or a framed blanket that is stuffed between a bookshelf and the wall. When I third or fourth trip around, I finally find something I've been looking for. Oh! Ooh, that's so pretty. In one of the far corners, totally opposite from where I saw the reading go earlier, there are a single chair and small table. On a wall nearby is a portrait. The painting itself is of a girl with a light brown hair, but I barely pay any attention to that. What I'm interested in is the frame. It's lovely. It looks like it might be made out of gold. It certainly shines like it. It curves intricately into the shape of waves, rolling up and down. It gotta be worth something, not us stealing the frames. I pretend not to pay much attention to it as I make my way back to my table. There are too many other people around for me to be able to try to sneak it out. It's too big to fit under my jacket without being obvious. That just means I will have to come back some other day, some other time, maybe once this place is closed. The hours pass by, and the storm continues. I'm kind of disappointed about losing a whole day, especially so soon after arriving, but it's not like I'm in any sort of hurry. I pat one of my pocket, feeling the familiar and reassuring weight of the paper scroll that is tucked away there. That scroll is the only thing close to a purpose that I have, and it's not particularly urgent, or at least I don't have any way to deal with it faster. I spent a long time reading. It's almost afternoon when I go and check the windows again, but the rough weather outside continues. At this rate, I'll be sleeping in a puddle of mud tonight, unless... Evening. A quick check shows that a lot of the other library patrons have left. It's not empty, but it's not nearly as full as earlier. Guess some of them decided it was worth braving the rain. Looking as nonchalant as I can, I get up from my seat and pretend to browse again, slowly moving through the shelves. The reading girl is gone now, although she's not what I'm looking for. Instead, I pick up the dropped toy of the blanket I spotted earlier and head to one of the out-of-the-way hiding spot I picked up before. It's on the floor, between a shelf and the wall. That has a bit of a carpet to help make it softer. Even better, it's between two corners shelves, meaning that it's practically out of sight if you're not looking for it. I wiggle my way between the furniture and lie down, using the toy as a pillow. And tripping the blanket over me, I toss and turn a few times before finally settling down.
Yep, not bad at all.
Cute. Even though I haven't done much today, I'm always down to take a nap. I can pass a few hours by sleeping, wake up once it's dark, and then grab that picture frame and be on my way. I'll have to rebuild my den once I get back, but that's a problem for future me. I yawn, staring up at the ceiling until my eyes get heavy.
Maybe today won't be a total waste after all.
What happened? The sharp sound of cough rustling waking me up from a dreamless sleep. How did someone sneak up on me twice now? I don't know how long it's been. The sky outside has darkened significantly, and now stars twinkle outside the window. The other person. There's no time to react as the sound comes closer. I hear no footstep. Suddenly, a woman steps into the view. Her clothes are purely white, make her stand out like a ghost in a dark library. Her cape rusters again as she reaches towards one of the shelves. One of the shelves I'm hiding behind, to be precise. Gingerly, she moved 2 books to the side and then slid another book into the space she created. She handles them like precious treasure that might break if she's too rough. I stay perfectly still, afraid to even breathe in case she noticed me. My heart beat wildly as she slowly and deliberately looked over the shelf, examining their titles before taking a book from the second lowest row. With the gap she created in the shelf, eyes made in the darkness. Oh no! I tense up as she stepped around the shelf thing between us to get a better look at me. Prepare myself to leap away if the need arises. The carefully memorized layout of the library flashed through my mind as I frantically plotted the best way to be. Even as I prepare my escape, I can see her taking in everything about me: the stolen blanket, the makeshift pillow, my generally disheveled appearance. She opens her mouth. I brace myself for the verbal attack that's sure to come.
Hello there.
Love that voice. Love her voice.
May I ask why you're sleeping on the floor?
To keep out memories. Ew, that is some nice music. It doesn't matter what I say, just distract her enough to get away.
I don't have anywhere else to sleep.
Yeah, make her feel guilty.
I thought so.
Oh, I love her voice. Oh yeah. She leans down and offers me a hand. I look at it hurriedly. I don't take it, but I slowly stand, letting the blanket fall to my feet and trying to subtly get in position to warn.
Well, I have an extra room on the second floor that you're welcome to borrow, if you'd prefer that.
Oh my god. That sounds awesome.
Otherwise, you're more than welcome to remain here, on the ground. I apologize for waking you.
She sounds so pretty, guys. I love her eyes. I really like her design. That's really good. The room that we were in earlier, that's what I noticed. It was her, like a framed portrait of her. But with a smile, the oddly calm woman stepped away and busy herself organized another row of books. She probably expect me to let my guard down and take her off it. Later at the evening floor, I'm just a stranger, someone who broke into her library. There's no reason for her to treat me kindly. My years of experience, there are plenty of those, taught me it's a trap.
Thanks, but no thanks. I'll just be going, actually. Sorry to bother you like this.
I hurried past her, shoulder tense as I expect her to grab me or try to stop me. She doesn't though. Oh, the one time I glance back, she's watching me with a strange expression that I don't recognize. I think she's worried about us guys. Oh, when I get outside and away from the library, I breathe a sigh of relief.
Whew, that was close. I'm not falling for that one again.
Oh no, we've been tricked before. The last time I let someone feel sorry for me and accept a place to stay, I woke up to them trying to empty my wallet. Oh, I might be a thief, but at least I do it honestly. I wouldn't try to trick someone like that. That wasn't the first time someone tried to fool me and take advantage of me either.
Still, it's a shame to lose such a nice hiding place.
You know,
Maybe I'll give it a couple days for that woman to forget about me, and then try again.
oh my god, what if the plot of the story is that the two women that we saw, they all remember her?
If she wasn't lying about there being an empty room on the second floor, then maybe I could sneak into there.
Okay. Tonight though, I'm on my own, shivering. I wrap my coat and towel tightly around myself as I think about what to do next. The rain has stopped, although it's still cold and cloudy. My stomach grumbles, since I haven't eaten anything other than snacks all day.
Ugh.
Might as well get it over with and go check on the status of my dan.
Well, it could be worse.
Not as bad as I expected, which is a pleasant surprise.
What's a little mine? It'll be just fine.
Yeah. I swiped to my fox farm to prowl around. The entrance has caved in a little, but after I scooped that out, find the rest of the tunnels and the main room are relatively intact. Cold as hell, but intact. Seems like the tree protected Dan from a lot of rains. Takes me a while to find a spot where I bury my stash, since the stick I used to mark the spot got washed away. Eventually I located it, though, and start digging. Cold mud makes my paw dirty and sore, and little flakes will cover my fur. After I finally reach the soggy plastic bag, I shake myself clean before opening them as a human. Some water has seeped through, and I open the spoiled items before tossing them away. I'm not too picky, but I have plenty of other snacks to choose from.
Eat up, birdies!
We're feeding them. A few of them swoop down to inspect the offering. I scarf down a quick meal of cookies and unwarmed soup, along with some cold water from the stream. At least the water is satisfying. Then, even though I just woke up from a nap not too long ago, she back into my fox farm to crawl into my den and curl up. I'm sure it will be a while before I fall asleep, but I don't feel like going back into town. I had enough excitement for one day. This isn't all that bad. Regular foxes with a magic power have it way worse than I do. Although back when a fox was all I was, I wouldn't have really cared. To this day, I'm not sure what it is that makes me different. I used to be just like them, no desire to go beyond the forest or anything, then one day, to become whatever I am now. Relatable. All I had was 9 knickers, a small scroll that I can't read, the memory of the person who had given it to me. They were so kind to me, that stranger in the forest. They wished me well, even though I was just an ordinary fox. Somehow, that didn't seem to matter to them. Never even knew their name, just their face and their nose, their voice. But I know that I will recognize them when I see them again. It's just a matter of finding them. So since then, I've been looking and subscribing. Looking for them is what keeps me going. It's enough to live for. If I wasn't, I don't know what else I'd be doing. My god. But I'm pretty sure the person, if they are like a regular human, they would be dead by now because it's been like so many years, I assume. I guess I'd just be used to surviving, but if that was the only thing, then I'd rather have just stayed a fox. Oh, no. I mean, I get it. But sometimes all you can do is survive, and you're just like, fuck, what's the point? Like, why can't I do like something fun? Or like have something that do something I actually want. Really be like that sometimes. Standing outside my den in human form, I take stock of how things stand. The sun thankfully out this morning, but everything remains same, from the ground to the muggy air itself. The chill on the breeze is the worst, making me shiver every time it hits me. The Bell House was present when I visited a couple of days ago, so I decided to head down towards the main street and get a coffee there while working out my next moves. Coming to the door of the cafe, I pause and wipe my feet on the mat outside. The human fascination with surrounding themselves in concrete make a little more sense as I work the mud off my feet. With that, I finally head inside, only to stop in my track as the door shut behind me. Oh, she works here. Standing behind the counter is the same girl who I saw reading in the library yesterday, talking with a customer as she takes their order. That gentle aura about her is unmistakable. The person in front of me finished their order, and I stepped up to the counter.
Good morning. Welcome to the Bell House. What can I make for you today?
Okay.
Oh, hi. I'll have...
A vanilla latte? No, that's boring.
What do you recommend? I want to try something new.
I'm glad you asked.
Oh, I love the accents.
I was just thinking that you look like the sort of person who would enjoy one of our Fairy Kiss chillers.
Fairy Kiss chillers? That sounds awesome.
It's one of our signature drinks, with a vanilla gelato base and a mint chocolate chip swirl.
Ooh, that sounds really good actually. That sounds really good. I was planning to get something warm, but that does sound pretty good.
Okay. Give me one of those then.
Perfect. And could I get your name, please?
It's Miho.
It's Miho. She scribbled something onto a cup and finished it with a big flourish.
I'll have that right out for you.
Yay!
Thanks.
I pay and then go take the same seat as before, next to one of the windows. It's pretty empty in here again, so I can sit wherever I want. Before the barista started making my drink, I spot her writing something else down in the middle book. She glanced my way once or twice while she does, but I pretend not to notice. Oh, outbreak. Okay, let's wait a little bit, okay? I wonder would her like remember us? What if the law is that the next time we visit the cafe again, and then she is still here, and she was like, oh, Miho, I remember you. That would be insane, isn't it? Surely, that's what's going to happen, right? Let me stretch a little bit. Also, for all the lurkers, if there's any lurkers, the second redeem haven't been redeemed yet, so feel free to redeem that. But also feel free to lurk. Let's see. I'm kind of like really excited about like continue this game like on Pride Month. Maybe I will try out the other games by the studio. I know that the game like which you want is by them too. What else? Oh, there is like quite a few games that is in my library already that I haven't played it before. But it's by them. Oh, outbreak is finishing. Okay. Let me continue. But yeah, I need to look out for some games. Let's see. I wonder what it is. The barista the other day didn't write anything down. Oh, that is like, okay. Sorry, I was looking on the Steam shop. We close that. I wonder what it is. The barista the other day didn't write anything down. Anyway, I got some important things on my mind. I move over the plan which formed as I walk here, becoming increasingly happy with it. Tonight, I've already decided I'm going to sneak back into that library. Between the picture frame and some of the other trinkets I saw, I should be able to prevail enough to fund my next few days in Wellington. Finding somewhere to sell it should be the easy part. Got a dozen skills that I can recite about where the item came from, diagram, spring cleaning, new renovation. Sometimes I try extra hard and pretend that things I'm selling are really special to me and earn a little bit more cash that way. Sometimes just take whatever they give me. After years of watching other humans do it and trying it out myself, gotten good at pawning items off. Oh, so cute. I find myself idly watching the barista make my drink. While I do, I practice a disarming smile. All of her movements are quick and practiced, but she has that same faraway look in her eyes that I noticed yesterday. She looks up, and our eyes meet. I don't look away, and she turned pink before ducking away behind a machine. Outside, oh my god, we make her shy.
Huh. Weird girl.
Miho? Miho really said, I'm staring at you. But you were the weird one for feeling embarrassed. I turned my head around to look around the cafe, and a butterfly outside caught my attention, so I watched that instead. It fluttered back and forth, landing on a flower and wasting its ray.
Miho!
Oh, my coffee's ready. Quickly get up and skip over to the counter. Cup in hand, she started to head over to give it to me. But then, several things happened at once. Oh no! One of the little utensils on the pocket of her apron caught on one of the drawers behind the counter, and she jerked to a stop, eyes wide with surprise. And my drink tumbles out of her hand, landing on the counter with a wet gulp sound as the ice cream spattered against it, sending a mean green river of coffee everywhere. Oh no! I guess this is like kind of like a make-cube situation, right? You know how like in like some fiction, you'll be like, I don't know, like spilling coffee onto someone when you meet them, and that's how you fall in love. I guess this is one of the meet-cute scenario. A few seconds passed where we just look at each other. Neither of us quite sure what to do. Then she took a deep breath.
I am so sorry. I'll make you a replacement right away. Just give me 1 second and I'll have that ready for you.
Oh no! It's okay. Her words spill out faster than the beverage, making it hard to even understand what she's saying. Her face is bright red as she spins back around and grabs another empty cup. Then she stopped, hand hovering awkwardly.
Wait, I should clean this up before it dries and starts to go bad.
She's so cute! She hurries back to the mess, wiping at it with some napkins. She mops up as much as she can, with one hand, and then leaves the soggy paper on the counter while she starts to remake my drink.
I'm really sorry. This is such an embarrassment.
That's okay. I don't even know if she's talking to me or to herself. I breathe her for a second, looking for an appropriate response to an apology. Not really used to people apologizing to me.
Oh, it's fine. I'm not in a hurry.
Guys, treat your food service employee with respect. Well, not just food service, any kind of retail worker, okay? Instead, I just sit back down at one of the tables and watch. She makes the drink twice as fast and then carries it very slowly to the counter, setting it down in a clean spot. This time, she takes a deep breath before speaking, like she's afraid that she's going to mess that up too.
All right, here's your drink. Again, I'm very sorry.
I really like the voice acting, like voice acting this. I can tell it's very realistic. I can tell their embarrassment through the screen. Also, I really like her. I guess this is her theme song that is playing right now. Very good.
It's your first time here, isn't it? I hope it doesn't leave a bad impression.
That is so cute. How do you know it's my first time here? Imagine if I said, "How do you know?" And she answered, I would have remembered you if I saw you before. That got me.
Second, actually. Yesterday was the first time. How'd you know?
How did you know? Answer me.
I make an effort to remember as many of our customers as I can, as well as their favorite orders.
Oh my god, she's so cute. Love that.
I believe you can learn a lot about a person from how they drink their coffee.
What if next time we come by and she remember us? Well, that's too bad for her because she won't remember me at all next time. Take a big sip of the drink she made for me. It's creamy and rich and sweet all at the same time.
Whoa, this is really good.
Yay!
It's kind of like a milkshake, but not. But it's not like coffee either.
Yes, exactly. I'm very glad that you like it. It's one of my favorite beverages that we serve.
Yay!
In fact, the recipe was my idea.
Oh, humble brag, love that.
Whoa! They should put you in charge of all the recipes.
Ah, that is so cute. She smiles again. Seems like she gotten over the crisis of the spilled drinks already.
Thank you. I'll make you another one of my favorites next time, if you'd like.
Yup. Yeah, do that.
Totally.
Totally, Miho said as she lies as easily as she breathes. At least I will know what to order next time. Even though I will have been forgotten, I'm already thinking of this place as my go-to coffee shop, especially since it's in a convenient area. With tasty drink and cute baristas, I don't have a reason to go anywhere else. So true. A knocking sound from the employees area got both of our attention.
Hey, Aspen, can you set another batch of croissants?
Aspen, that's her name.
Oh, sure. I'll be right there.
She calls back over her shoulders and then looked back at me briefly.
Have a nice day, Miho.
Cute.
You too.
With a wave, she gathers the trash from the cleanup and throws that away before disappearing to the back. So her name is Aspen. That's a pretty name. I'll have to try and remember that. Cute. Getting up from my seat, I decided to head back outside for some fresh air, sipping my fairy kiss chiller as I head out the door and onto the increasingly busy main street. I already know my plan for tonight, but I've still got some time to kill before then. What should I do? Oh my god, we can choose where to go. Okay, so I think these are the story. I'm guessing these are like where we can have stories. Oh, there's a cat. Oh, two different characters here. Okay, cute. Let me save. You know, let's go to the ordinary. Oh, Oriental, I think Oriental way here. Because we have went to like Mount Victoria. I guess we might have went here before, but I just want to see. Let's see. Sunlit Story. Oh, it's this area. It's not far from where I am to the beach, so I decided to head down there. Passing through the city street, recognized some of this area from my first day here, when I was running from the Skyport guard.
Whew. Glad that guard chased me in this direction, or I'd have never found the Bell House.
That is very true. And really, that's been the highlight of my Wellington so far. Oh, that is so pretty. When I get down to the beach, I take a moment to enjoy the salty sea air. From this travel, it's impossible to tell where the ocean ends and where the open sky begins. I can see the skyport from where I am, with a few older ships anchored in the harbor close by. A person. While I'm admiring the view, a weary-looking lady comes up and waves for my attention.
Hi, I'm looking for my son. He's about this tall and wearing a red sweater. His name's Tommy. Have you seen him?
Tommy? Oh my god, a lost child.
Nope. I haven't seen anyone like that. I just got here.
Okay, so I think maybe like every time we have a chance to go outside, it's our chance to meet like more people, and maybe we will like do some quests and have some stories. I think that is cute.
Okay, thanks.
No, poor mom. She walks away in a hurry, looking right and left as she goes to ask someone else.
Humans sure do have it rough.
Miho, what do you mean by that? Since they can't smell or even hear most things, it's a wonder they don't get lost more often. I amble along the waterfront, watching all the people as I go, like Cuba Street. There's a lot going on. On a nearby bridge, a group of 3 mermaids are racing each other. Close to the bridge are a bunch of people fishing, with a dressed-looking guy running back and forward between them. Next to a boarded-up market store and some big crate, I notice something weird. What is that? There's a fable dude with a big file on the head that spins like a... Wait, what is that word? Let's see. Pronunciation. Propeller. What is that? It's a... Oh, like the spinny thing. Oh, the spinning thing for like ships and stuff. They are using it to drive in a small circle above something near the crate. I have to check it out, of course. Nobody else paid any attention. What happened, little guy? I wander over and take a look. The fable stops spinning as I approach. Give me a helpless look, but doesn't say anything. Ah, a little kid. On the other side of the crate, outside from the path, there's a little boy sitting on the ground, with his back to one of the wooden boxes.
Are you Tommy?
That is not a red sweater. Didn't it say it was red? The kid jumps, totally surprised. He scrambled up and looked at me with wide eyes.
How'd you know?
Tommy.
Your mom's looking for you. She seemed pretty worried.
His expression goes from surprise to sullen really quick.
I don't care. I don't want to go with her.
Oh no, a fight between the parents and the kid.
Why not? Why are you over here instead?
'Cause I'm hiding.
Oh. Okay.
Weird kid. Just kidding. It's a pretty crummy hiding spot. I mean, it's totally open on 3 sides. I don't say that though. Inside, I look up at the fable floating overhead. It looks almost as grim as Tommy.
Who's that?
Who's that?
That's Jerby! You mean you can see him?
Jerby? Okay, cute name. Also, I guess this kind of like creature, not everyone can see them.
I can. Is that weird?
Mom and Dad can't see him. They think I'm just making him up. He doesn't talk, but he's real.
Ah, that is so cute. Gibby? I completely forgot what his name is. Weighs one up a high.
He kinda gave away your hiding spot. I saw him from the road.
I think it's Gaby, right? Earlier, I completely forgot. I'm sorry. That is so cute though. Love that.
Mom can't see him, and that's all that matters.
Why are you hiding from her?
'Cause
what happened? Tommy sat back down and scratches at the dirt with a rock. Yet he doesn't want to talk about it. Always glad to end a conversation.
Well, good luck.
Miho, don't leave this child behind. He's going to die. I start to walk away. Doesn't seem like he's in any danger. I don't want to get blamed for him hiding in the first place.
hey, wait a minute.
Turn around. He's ready, standing up again.
Are you gonna go tell her where I am?
Before I can answer, his eyes get huge again.
Tommy, there you are.
Tommy's mom. I have to turn around again. This time, it's the woman from before. She already flying past me over to Tommy.
Are you okay? What were you doing? Don't you ever run off like that again. Oh, I'm just glad you're safe though.
Her voice goes up and down between relief and angry. She has Tommy in a tight hug, but he's just staring forward, grumpily. Her crew is firing in distressed circles again. Finally, the lady turns to me.
You found him, right? Thank you so much. I was so worried.
No problem.
I didn't really do anything. I did find him, so did she. But she's not thinking about it much.
Come on, Tommy, let's go home. We'll talk about this there.
No, I'm not going. That's not home.
Oh my god, what happened? My ears fringe as he yells. He stamped his foot on the ground to make his point.
Tommy, sweetie.
Home is where it's you, me, and Dad! Not that apartment!
Oh my god, divorced parents? Ooh, that's rough, kid.
That's still your home too. But this, it's like your second home now.
No, it isn't! Not without you, it's not!
No!
Do you and Dad really have to
It's okay, Tommy. Tommy, who's already sniffling, can't keep from breaking down and crying as he throws his arms around his mom and hugs her back.
I don't want you to go!
No. Got the impression that I should probably leave. Normally, I'm happy to be nosy and listening on things, but right now, seems kinda awkward. Neither of the humans notices me leave, but Groovy the Fable sadly waved goodbye as I huddle. No, little guy! I wonder what make him stick around. Never seen a fable like him before. Not being able to see sin by certain people sure sounds useful though. Oh, so it's not everyone who are like that. I don't have to go far before the sound of Tommy and his mom talking are drowned out by the noise of the rodent one. I easily fit into the crowd of people milling about. Being able to live a life that no one notices is close enough to being invisible. I'm pretty lucky that I don't even have to have those kinds of tearful conversation or panic about someone missing. No, being part of the crowd is just perfect for me. I stand at the concrete and admire the ocean until I have my fill, and then I start wandering again. Wait! Look like I'm invisible for the paces. Yay! Let's see. That also kind of looks like a kid, the portrait, isn't it? I have plenty of time to kill, and also plenty of restless energy. Decided to go for a walk up Mount Victoria just to give myself something to do. I take the long way up this time instead of taking a bunch of shortcuts like usual. It winds through neighborhoods and then back out again, with only the occasional car passing by onto the street. Compared to some of the other cities I've been in lately, the air here is a lot cleaner. The smell of nature shines through. I can't compare being out in the wild for real, of course, but it's nice to not be choking on exhausted flames everywhere I go. The houses are weird though. Many of them sit up on tall legs, like the giant bugs with wonderful eyes. Most people seem to be coming down the mountain then going up it. Most of them sit past on bikes or skateboard, while others are jogging or just walking.
This path is longer than I thought.
Oh, it's not a kid. It's actually the opposite. About halfway up or so, there's a wooden benches off the sidewalk. It's occupied by a man with dark hair and brick sunglasses. Sidewalk. I don't remember the last time I said the word sidewalk. I'm more like a pavement girly. As I'm about to pass by, he waves.
Well, hello, miss. Nice evening for a walk, eh?
Oh. Guys, I can't live in like places where people would just be like saying hi to you. I can't stand it. I'm too anxious for that. You know how in a lot of countries you are like just saying hi to everyone when you see them on the street? That's not happening where I live, so every time I think about it, I'm just like, oh, I would be so upset when I have to like talk to people. Huh? Is he talking to me? He must be, because there's no one else nearby. Chatting usually is not my thing. For a moment, I appreciate the distraction.
It sure is. I'm glad the rain's gone.
Oh, for now, yeah. It's never gone for long, though, is it?
That's so. I'm new here. I didn't even think it would rain since it was so sunny the day before.
I guess so.
Ho, you've gotta watch out for that around here. Mother Nature's real fickle these days.
Love the word fickle.
1 minute you're on the pier, enjoying the sunshine. Next minute, whoosh!
Oh, he makes a swoosh with his breath and a wavy motion with his hand.
Storm clouds, as far as the eye can see. That's just welly for you, though. You live with the sunshine and the clouds.
Wowly.
Where are you from, then? Guessing you're not a Kiwi?
Yep.
Nah, I'm a fox, not a bird.
The man laughs, a deep belly laugh, like usual. Not sure what I said that was funny.
Not like that. Although those little guys are cute. Kiwi is a word for us New Zealanders in general.
That is so cute. She thought that kiwi was like the bird. Just like how, just like mochi earlier.
So it's a bird, a fruit, and people.
Exactly. It is very confusing, Miho, honestly.
You've got it. All three are delightful.
Do you guys like kiwi? Like the fruit? I love the fruit, kiwi. It's so easy to eat as well.
Anyway, welcome to Wellington. I hope you're enjoying your time here in our little city.
So far I am. I made my den here on the mountain. I've gotten coffee a few times, and I went to the library.
I conveniently leave out all my plans for the next time I'm in the library.
Well, I can't say that's the usual tourist experience, but I'm happy to hear that it's working out for you. Staying long?
Yeah, I guess so.
Probably. I decided to come live here, but I'm still getting to know the place. So, maybe I'll change my mind.
A true free spirit, eh? I felt the same way when I first got here, long time ago.
I really love the voice acting in this game. It's really good.
Didn't think I'd settle down for life, but here I am now. Lived more years here than everywhere else in my life.
It can't be that long. You don't look very old for a human.
No? Well, that's my ego boost for the day. You don't look very old for a fox either, but I imagine you've got a good head start on me.
That's true. Miho should be pretty old, to be honest. That is so cute.
That's true. I don't really keep track or think about it, though.
He loves a cat.
Can't say I blame you there. I think 100 years, give or take a little on either side, is enough for me. And I'm only halfway there, so I've got plenty more to look forward to.
Halfway there, so he's like 50-something, I guess. He stands up, but has to do it slowly.
And sometimes I'm reminded of how many I've got under my belt already.
Cute.
Thank you for the chat, miss. I better get back to the water now and make sure Young Min hasn't fallen into the ocean or anything.
Young Min. That's a cute
It's
name.
been a real pleasure talking with you, though. I hope you'll give our fair town a shot.
Thanks. It was nice talking to you, too.
That's a pretty pleasant chat. And I mean that for once. The waves goodbye as he head down some stone slab and keep heading upward. I never really thought about my age compared to humans, but it don't matter to my lifestyle. Oh, okay, let me wait for a little bit. Okay, so I've been streaming for like 2.5 hours already. So I will see. I don't really know how long is one chapter. If it is not too long, maybe I will like get through the whole entire chapter first. Because like, as I can see here, it's like by day. So I'm not really sure, but we will see. I will stop at like a reasonable time, so no worries, guys. Let's see. Okay. Oh, I forgot to do my thumbnail for the yesterday VOD. But yesterday I played Stardew Valley Expanded, and the VOD should be uploaded after the stream, I think. But if you're impatient, you can always watch the touch VOD inside. Okay, our break is finishing. Let's see. I wasn't lying when I said I don't know how old I am. It's never been important. Places, relationship, memories, they just tie people down. I want to be everywhere. When I reach the top of the mountain, I take a deep breath of the crisp air. Wind blows my hair in every direction and I can't keep it out of my face. The wind is wild and goes where it wants. It doesn't answer to anyone. That's how I live my life too. A free spirit, that's what the men call me, and I like the sound of it. I can see the smudged of a few people down by the beach on the pier. Is one of them the man I just met? There's no way to know. From up here, they're just tiny little blips. Impossible to tell apart from each other. Once I have my fill of the view, it's time to get on the way again. I turn my back on the people and start making my way down once more. Every time I say that word, I just think about making my way downtown. Okay, library time. When the moon is high in the sky, decided this time. This is the perfect kind of night for me. There's not much wind, meaning I will be able to hear or smell anyone approaching. It's a little cloudy too, which gives me some cover from the moonlight. Make my way back up to the library. Stop as soon as I'm within sight of it. Find a shadowy place to hide and watch the fun for a few minutes. Like I hope, nobody goes in or out. All the windows are dark too. I slowly creep up towards the entrance, ready to transfer free if I have to. Nothing happens. No one's trying to stop me. I peek into one of the windows. It's dark inside, and I can't see anyone at all. Perfect. I move around to the back side of the building and check those windows too. Same thing. It's dark and empty.
This is gonna be too easy.
Meanwhile, you're like so full of yourself, honestly. Literally, the girl that we met literally leaves here. Like, why? Like, what? Girlie, be humble, okay? But back at the front door, I pick the lock and slip inside. I sneak from room to room, visiting the items I memorized yesterday, though not expensive or fancy enough to think of them as treasures. I end up leaving all of them alone. See, the portrait of the girl. Although, since I don't want to carry too much with me, the rest go into my coat pocket. Finally, I end up back at the painting in the corner, the piece that started this whole plan. After I set a couple of things down on the floor, because the painting needs both hands for me to lift it. It's heavier than it looks, though it's not very big. That's probably a good sign of how much it's worth. I had to jiggle it a couple of times to get it off the hook, but I managed. Tackling the painting under one arm, I pick up the other goods from the floor. This should be enough for the night. Best to get in and out quick. I start to head back for the front door where I came in. Before I get here, light floods the room. My heart started to race as I immediately prepared to run. Oh. A quick glance over my shoulder shows the woman from last night standing at the top of the stairs. Her eyes are glowing blue with anger. She takes a step forward, not seeming to touch the stair.
Leave that painting alone!
You're so right, Gully. You're so right. I've got to get out of here now. Throwing caution to the wind, I clutch my spoil tight and charge for the door, trying to make myself as small a target as possible. Painting is too big for me to transfer and still hold on to it, so I've got to do this on two legs.
Stop! Please!
I don't stop. Just like my arrival here, with the guards at the skyport, the thrill of being chased has already taken over. It's exciting and scary at the same time, but either way, it spurs me to move past it. This is so sad. Like, the painting should be like, maybe it's like very important for her. Using my shoulder, I crash out the front door and into the night. Run as quickly as I can, keeping an eye out for the patches of like mud or puddles of water. The path I take goes far past Mount Victoria and my den, ending up in a small residential area. I stash the painting under a park car and then take my fox phone, crawl under a house, upsetting a mean grey cat who's already hiding there. It makes a low growling sound, and I glare at it, desperately willing it to be silent before it gives away my position. Growl back as best I can, that's seemingly to scare it into shutting up. Oh no, not a cat. I'm not sure if I was being followed or not, but I don't want to take any chances. By the time I know so, climb out, pick up my loot, sneak back towards my den. Now that excitement has worn off, I just can't keep a smile off my face. There's nothing more satisfying than pulling off a heist, even one as easy as this. Other thieves I have heard about must have it worth, having to strike out a pose for a long time, trying really hard to not get caught, and making sure not to be seen. I've never done much planning, just do whatever feels right. My ability to transfer makes it pretty hard to catch me, although I have had to leave behind the stuff I was taking once or twice. And honestly, it would get boring if I never got caught and had to run. That's like golly, you should seek some therapy. A good mood lost me all the way home, and then disappeared completely when I see who's waiting for me. Oh my gosh, she's here! The woman in white. She's standing just outside my den, looking like she doesn't care at all about the cold and the mud. In fact, her perfect clothes doesn't seem to get dirty at all. With her back turned to me, she's staring up at the moon, but she faced me as I approached. She had the same calm presence as when I first saw her, but I can see a mournful look in her eyes, which have gone back to brown instead of a furious blue. Oh. My heart quickens, almost suffocatingly, as she watched me intently. I know how quickly calm can turn into anger. I should run, but I can't look away.
How did you find me here? Before I even got back?
A friend of mine told me you might be found here.
Oh, are the bats her fan? Like her friends? Her voice is soft and warm, unlike the way she shouted back at the library. I mean, I would shout at you too, you know? Oh my god.
A friend.
But who? I wasn't followed. I'm sure of that much. The shock of being found wearing off, the realization I would need to find a new place to stay certain. After all that work too.
I apologize for showing up uninvited. I'm here to ask that you please return that painting to me.
Yeah, return it to her then.
You may keep the frame if you'd like. But the painting itself is very dear to me.
So true. I look down at the portrait. I've been carrying it a while now, but I haven't given the picture itself much thought. It's a beautiful painting, and clearly very old. The girl showing it is wearing a long flowy dress, looking down with a small smile.
And also...
She breathes out slowly, and my eyes narrow. It's the sound people make when they're acting calm but they are angry.
Should you want it, I have an extra room available in my library, with a soft bed and a warm meal. You may stay as long as you wish.
Huh?
Oh my god. She's just a really kind person, I guess. After I just tried to rob her, she's offered me a place to stay. Oh, okay, now I know this must be a trap. There's no way. Although, it's the same thing she asked me last night if I'd broken. I'm sure she doesn't remember that.
Why?
Because I have more beds than I could possibly fill and more food than I could eat. If there is someone who wants or needs them, is it not appropriate to share these with them?
Oh, I love her voice so much. So cute. So pretty.
Is it?
Not sure what answer she wants to hear. Look at me again. The same expression as it was at the library. Well, I thought this sounds kind of tempting.
I guess it's not like my place is as nice as yours.
Not anymore, at least. Not after the rain and me carve of it mud. Look down at the painting again. If I sold it, it was just going to be so I could buy the same thing she's offering me. Still don't trust her. Watch people enough to know better than that. There must be something she wants. But I don't think she wants to hurt me. She knows I don't have anything worth stealing. If she did try to pull something, I could just run away. It's only one night. Can come back and try again, or find somewhere place else to take from. I look down to the border post where she's standing. It looks nicer than a more pile of mud. The thought of sleeping there again practically makes the decision for me.
Fine, I'll take it.
She breathes out slowly again and smiles. Maybe that sound doesn't mean she's angry.
Wonderful. I'm glad to hear it. I should introduce myself properly. My name is Juliet. May I ask what yours is?
Juliet. That's a pretty name.
Miho.
I had to introduce myself twice in a day now. This had to be a new record.
Well, Miho, it's a pleasure to make your acquaintance. Let's return to the library. I can carry the painting if you'd like, or you may hold on to it until we get there.
I shrug.
Here, feel free.
Huh? Cute. She received it very gently, quickly falling beside her as we begin to walk back. To my relief, she doesn't try to make any conversation. Instead, she silently cradles the painting as we go. When we go back to the library, the lights are off and so it's still unlocked. After staring the painting down onto the desk, Juliet gestured towards the stairs.
It's on the second floor.
I followed her lead again until she stopped at me at one of the closed doors. She unlocked it and let me in. Oh, it's the girl again in the painting. The room is simple and cozy, with a couple dresser, a table, and a bed. Over the bed, there's a boxy window with a wide sill, big enough to sit on. All that is so pretty. On the table, there's a cheese sandwich and a few apple slices, with some sort of cake. There's also a pitcher of water.
I hope the food is to your liking. 2 rooms down the hall from here, you'll find a refrigerator, and you may help yourself to anything in there. My study is just past that. If you need anything, don't hesitate to come find me. Is there anything more I can bring for you?
Ah. I shake my head, still in disbelief. What am I even supposed to say in a situation like this? I just stole from her. Now I have a bed and a food in return. As if to answer my confusion, she gives me a calm smile. It doesn't help.
Then I'll leave you to it. We can speak again in the morning. Good night, Miho.
The door shut behind her, and I expect to hear Julia lock it. But when I try the knob after giving her a few moments, the door opened quietly into the dark hall. Juliet's nowhere to be seen. I put the door back and shut behind me and inspect the room, looking for any hidden thread. I also check the food, sniffing it to make sure there's no poison or anything. If there is, I can't smell it, so I dig in instead.
Whoa. This is really good.
Oh, I also want to eat that. There's 3 different kinds of cheese in this sandwich, which is 2 more kinds than I knew exist. The bread is soft and buttery, and when I take a bite of the apple, juice runs down my chin. The water that I wash it down with tastes better than the water from the stream by my den. When I'm done eating, I climb into bed, still feeling overwhelmed, more specifically, not knowing how to feel. Part of me fears that I have made some gigantic mistake and that I will wake up in danger, if I ever wake up at all. Trusting my instinct has kept me alive on multiple occasions for hundreds of years, enough that I've lost count exactly how many. But something tells me I don't have anything to fear from the woman who I can only presume is my host and the owner of this place. So with that in mind, I pull the blanket up to my chin and adjust the luxurious pillows beneath my head. Who knows, maybe the morning will bring trouble with it. But right now, just sleeping sounds alright. I wake up to the sound of birds chirping loudly outside. Blinking worryingly, I prop myself up and look towards this warm sunlight beaming through the window. The sheet under my hand feels soft and dry. Here, let me see. Miho's room. My hand goes to my neck, taking in the smooth familiarity of my necklace.
It's still here.
If someone was going to rob me, that's the only thing I have that seems valuable. I sit up and look around. Doesn't look like anyone came in while I was asleep. Maybe I really am safe here. I wonder if Juliet's friend was the son I noticed outside my den on my first day. I don't know how else she could have found me, or how they did it without waking me up. If it happened before, it could happen again, as much as I hate to admit it. So I checked around the room very fully, but still didn't notice anything different from when I went to bed.
Maybe it's not a trick.
Also, why didn't she notice that? Because she said nobody will ever remember me, and she said how I'm going to try again, maybe one day, to steal the painting. But how didn't she realize that, the person that she sent the scent to that day outside of her den is from I guess day 2 also, so it's another day already has passed it, you know, so it's not the same day. So supposedly Juliet wouldn't be able to remember that, I guess, you know, they would have remember maybe someone lived there, they wouldn't remember it was me home. So all my past experience have told me that there has to be a catch. Nothing is free. Nothing. But no matter how hard I try, I can't figure out what it could be. Could Juliet really have been telling the truth? It just seems so unlikely. It'd be nice if it was true. If it wasn't, if I let myself believe, only to be wrong in the end, then that would hurt even more, wouldn't it? No. Better to not even take the risk. After all, I live a lot of years this way. It's not like I hate it. Making my mind helped me feel better right away too. It just makes more sense, even if I try to stay. I don't think I ever stop worrying. This way, I will know for sure that I'm in charge of my own destiny. Now that I know this room is unoccupied, I might be able to sneak back in sometimes when I need a place to stay. It wouldn't be too hard to climb one of the trees and then get to the window from here. I take one last look around. but just a night. It was nice what if. Then I head downstairs and out the door without speaking a word to anyone. It's another nice day, the same as when I first arrived in Wellington. Warm sun and blue sky with just a hint of clouds. For a while, I meandered around the town, eating the last of my pastry from the convenience store hall for breakfast. Today feels like another restart. I've no done, no surprise, no anything. Is that exciting now than it was when I first arrived? I don't have a destination in mind, but eventually end up at the waterfront. There's an airship over the bay, descending closer towards the skyport. A couple kids down on the beach wave up at it, seemingly excited. The people arriving on the ship all have somewhere that they are planning to go when they go off, huh? They have all got people waiting to see them. What have I got? Some trash and an old scroll? So far, Wellington's giving me nothing but questions. That never bothered me before, in any other city I've been to. So why now? Guess that's another question for the pile. I push myself off the railing and head back into town. I go through the motion of scouting for somewhere to rebuild my den, but my heart really isn't in it. After wandering for a while, I end up at the Bell House yet again. It's just a place I go when I have nowhere else to go. Do we still have enough money? Oh, Aspen is here. There are more customers than usual, so there are 2 people working behind the counter. We take a brief glance to notice one of them is Aspen. Wonder if she thinks I like a very kiss chiller again, or maybe I will make a different sort of first impression today. The line moved pretty quickly. It helps that Aspen doesn't spill anything this time. When it's my turn to order, I step up to the counter with a fixed smile.
Oh, hello! What can I make for you today?
I'll have a fairy kiss chiller, please.
Certainly. Good choice.
I reached for my wallet to pay, but she stopped me.
Oh, don't worry about that. It's on the house today.
What?
Great! What does that mean?
It means that you don't have to pay for it. As an apology for yesterday.
I told you guys, she did remember. She remembered us. For context, for people who didn't watch from the beginning, Miho said that for some reason, people never remember her. So the next day, they would have completely forgotten her. Like, for example, if she steals something from someone, that person will remember to get robbed, but don't remember who did it. Like, they'll remember her face, her name, or like anything about her. So when she visited the Bell House yesterday, she met Aspen, like officially for the first time. She have seen her in the library, and she was like, Aspen was like, I make sure to remember my customers, like orders and stuff. And Miho even was thinking about, oh, but too bad she wouldn't remember me next time. But she remember. So interesting. Yesterday, why does that sound so strange? Nearly missed her talking. My mind have tripped over the word. She reached for a cup, the pan already in her hand.
And that's for Miho, right?
And she even remember our name.
For Miho?
My name? She remembers my name? My heart began to race wildly, my body reacting just as strongly as my mind. Aspen frowns, clearly noticing something's off. My head's in too much of a daze to deal with it, though.
It is Miho, right?
She checked the notebook on the counter, while furrowing deeply as her fingers slowly moves down the page to tap on one of the lines. What do I say? How do I explain? Thus, for the first time in my life, for the first time in hundreds of years, somebody remembered my name. It's not supposed to be like this. I'm supposed to be forgotten. Every time without fail. It's my armor. It's my life. I take a step backwards, I have to run, have to get out of here, I have to get away. But where to? I've just been running. I don't have anywhere else to run to. I don't have any other choice. Without a plan or destination, I turn on my heel and bolt outside, not daring to look back. I think it's wrong. I have to go.
Miho!
Oh no. She calls my name again as I disappear into the street. It's not the first time I have heard that as I feed. But never like this, never with such a confused, worried tone. Feeling sick to my stomach, I push myself to run even faster. Maybe I should just leave this whole city, get onto the next airship out of here and act like it never happened. I could go somewhere else, back to China, or America, or anywhere, and start over again. Within days, it'd be like I never even came to Wellington. My life would go back to normal. Eventually, I'm sure Aspen and Juliet would forget me, just like they are supposed to. Nothing would be different. Except that's not quite true. I wouldn't forget what happened here, even if everyone else did. No matter what, I'm sure I won't ever be able to get these past few days out of my mind. When I get to Mount Victoria, I finally stop running. Not because this place is special or because I want to come here, but because I don't know where else I could go. I make my way up to the top of the mountain just like I did on my first day. The wild I admired so much last time doesn't do much for me now. Instead, the city looks cluttered and confused from up here. My chest hurts from running so long. I'm much more used to quick bursts and sprinting to get away from something or someone. Guess it's still what I'm trying to do right now. I'm not too sure what it is that I'm running from. Whenever something goes wrong, my first instinct to flee. I've been remembering definitely count as something wrong, but when I stop to think about why, some of the reasons are obvious. Mostly, what if it's not just Aspen? What if everybody can remember me now? Or even worse, what if people who forgot about me a long time ago started to remember me? Will could get me into a lot of troubles. My day as a thief would probably be over. There's some place where I could never show my face again. The smart thing is to leave. I can even see a couple airships at the skyport right now. With everything with me, I could just go. There's nothing keeping me here. And yet I don't move. Oh, that is a cute pig. Cute. Oh, outbreak. Okay, let me be hydrated. Ooh. Okay. Awesome. This is very exciting. I wonder, do everyone remember us then? Maybe everyone in this city remember us? That won't be good then, because the people in the border will remember us. Or maybe it's just specific people. You never know, you know? Okay, I think after we get through like maybe today, I will unstream just so I can like rest a little bit. Then I will see what is the appropriate time. But this is definitely like a game that I will continue to be playing like after today. Okay. Let's continue. I still don't even know what it is that I'd be running away from. From Aspen? From Burlington? When I even think about it, I have to admit that running wouldn't even get me anywhere. This worry, this question, will follow me wherever I go, no matter how far, no matter how long. So then, what do I do? The only answer I can think of is the scariest one, the one that's go against everything I ever learned. Closing my eyes, I pictured the library and Julia's author. I picture Aspen, who I barely know but who already changed my life. Maybe I should stay. Try to find out more. Maybe, just maybe, being remembered might not be all bad. I clench my fist so tightly my knuckles turn wet. The urge to turn tail and head for the skyboard is so strong. It's almost like a magnet pulling me there. I resist it though. Slowly, I walk back down to the mountain, making my way to the library. Not sure what to say when I get there. Explain everything to Juliet and hope she will let me stay in that room again. I don't even need the room. I could repair my den and hide out there, maybe in a new spot, one that Juliet doesn't know about. Not having to worry about the weather or other animal would be nice though. There's no telling if Juliet will remember me too. If not, it might be easy to pretend this is my first time visiting and just ask if there's anywhere I could stay. Even though I'm not moving very fast, I still don't feel ready for this conversation by the time I reach the library entrance. It's only been an hour or so since I left the Bell House, so it's not late enough for the library to close. The usual stream of people falls in and out of the doors.
Okay, I can do this.
Yes, you can do it. I stand up to the side of the entrance, preparing myself as people pass to and fro. My heart is racing the same way it does during a tense break-in, maybe even harder. My tail twitches back and forward. Usually I don't notice, but right now I'm super aware of everything about myself. Fighting off my instinct, I open the door and let myself inside. I've been expecting to have to look for Juliet, but instead she is right by the entrance. What surprised me, however, is a woman leaning against the large desk beside her, Aspen, who's now engaged in conversation with a look of deep concern on her face. Oh my god!
Wasn't there when I checked the bedroom. I wish she would have spoken to me first, at least.
Oh my god, they both remember us. Barely catch the end of Juliet's sentence, but she noticed me only moments after I spot her. And for a second, her mouth forms a perfect O for surprise.
Juliet? What are you...
Aspen turns around to follow Juliet's gaze, her eyes opening wide at the sight of me.
Miho!
Ooh, this is spicy. My brain goes blank. Rehearsal line flying out of my head.
Hey there.
That's awkward. I slick over to where they are standing, hand in my pocket, unsure what I should say first.
It's nice to see you again, Miho. I was hoping that you'd return.
Me too. That was pretty sudden. I worked extra hard on that drink for you, you know.
Oh? I freeze up, looking for the words. Aspen's expression softened in concern.
Miho?
Alright, the drink. I'm sorry.
Well, I ended up drinking it myself, so I suppose I can't complain too much.
She laughs, and I can't stop myself from blurting out my next words.
You seem different.
I'm sorry?
Like, less polite.
Well, I'm not at work anymore, am I?
That is very true. What am I even saying? What was I planning on saying again?
Will you be staying for a while, Miho? If so, we can continue this conversation in the dining room. It's a bit more private there.
Would love to. Juliet takes charge of the conversation effortlessly. I accidentally sigh in relief.
Yeah, sure. That sounds great. I'm not gonna run away again.
I'm glad to hear that. Right this way, then.
Wait, I just realized both of their eye colors are my eye colors. Cute. Juliet leads the way down the hallway and into one of the locker rooms. We enter a closer little room with a table and a few chairs, as well as a fridge. The three of us sit down, although I move my chair so I'm not so close to the others.
Can I get you anything to eat or drink, Miho?
I shake my head. I'm hungry, but way too nervous to eat. Julia smilingly responds to my answer, which came just a little too quickly to sound natural. To the way both she and Aspen are looking at me, I can tell they are expecting me to say something first. No words that I planned are coming back to me. What do people even say in a situation like this? The temptation to run away is overwhelming. The door shuts a few feet behind me. My knuckles whiten as I tightly clench my fist into my lap, pushing myself to resist the urge. Tell myself that I'm going to take this chance, even if it is the hardest thing I've ever done. Going to be honest with them.
Well...
A new chapter. I told myself that, I struggled to think of what to say. Julia waited patiently, her eyes gazing coolly in my direction more than directly at me. Aspen soon grew restless, however, her expression clouded with concern.
Sorry. I don't know how to just say things. I've only ever copied other people's, so
Aspen's expression clears in some sort of understanding.
It's okay, Miho. Take your time.
So I don't really know how to talk like this.
You're doing just fine.
Oh, they're so supportive.
If you say so. It's not just talking either. I don't know much about anything. Well, anything human. All I really know about is being a fox. And all we foxes care about is how to survive. It might be hard to believe, but I'm not a normal fox either. There's something kinda special about me. Kinda different.
I finger the beads around my neck. Their constant warmth and presence is reassuring. I avoid looking at either Aspen or Julia's face. What else?
Usually, I have to steal to get by. I don't just have to, I like to. I'm good at it too. That's how I ended up meeting Juliet. And the reason I'm so good at it is because I don't know why it happens, but ever since I got my human form, everyone forgets me. Even the people who catch me stealing from them. After a day or two, I can walk right past their face and they wouldn't even recognize me. No one has ever recognized me. Until Aspen remembered who I was at the Bell House. It was such a shock that I ran away. That's what I always do. I was thinking about leaving Wellington forever, even though I just arrived a couple days ago. I'm still kind of tempted. But instead, I came back here. And that's it.
Oh, just hearing the words coming out of my mouth makes me want to die of embarrassment. It makes me uncomfortable when other people think about me. And yet, putting everything out there feels surprisingly good. I feel like a weight has been come off of my shoulders. There's no going back now, and that's a relief in its own way.
So you're saying that you've never ever had a family? Or a friend?
Nope, never. And not since I stopped being a regular fox, at least.
Oh. I'm so sorry to hear that.
Why?
Well, because that's... not to be rude, but that sounds rather lonely to me.
That is very true, but I mean, to like Minho, that's like the thing that she is most familiar with. Like, she never really had anyone.
Lonely, huh? I've never thought about it before.
I see.
Husband sit back, still looking concerned. From the way she keeps fidgeting, I get the impression she wants to say more but is holding back. Julia swooped in to salvage the situation. Guys, I think if it is possible, I feel like my first round would be going for Julia. Something about her.
You have been very brave to stay here, Miho. I'm personally glad that you decided to come back to the library. I had your room prepared in hopes that you would.
Oh.
You're welcome to use it for as long as you'd like. I think that we could become great friends.
Oh my god, just a couple of besties. Oh, but that is so cute.
Friends.
I wrote the words around in my mind as if it were a strange word I'm gingerly trying. Is that a word that fits me? Is that something I could have? Never seemed like a possibility before. None of what Juliet offered me has. Right now, it feels like I'm standing at the end of one path and the beginning of another. Could turn around, go back the way I came, back to the den, and a life span alone. I know that well. Lived in it for many years. But I can't just go back. Not now. No, when there can be something more, something new. Everything could be different if I just let it. When I look at Aspen and Juliet, I can tell what they are hoping I would say.
I think I'd like that.
Big smile took over both of their faces. They're so pretty. They're so pretty. They're so pretty. Slowly, I let myself smile too.
Well then, Miho. Welcome home.
That is so cute. Wait, what is this button? Oh, it's the menu button. Oh, let's be happy. Game save. Chapter 2. A life worth living. Oh, that is so cute. Okay, guys. Life worth living begin. Chapter 2. Trophy earned it. Okay, guys. I'm saving that for next week. Okay. Let's go to the title screen. Wait, let me save multiple times. I'm scared. Yay! Let's exit the game. But this is so pretty. I love this game.
Let's meet again soon.
Oh my god, it's one of the characters. The voice. That is cute. Okay, let me go back to my background. Play. So, let me put on my music, sorry. So I think what I will be doing is next week I'll be playing it again. Do you guys have like a preferred day for me to play it? Like, wait, let's see. Well, I think that mostly nowadays I would be streaming on like Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Let's see my schedule actually. I'm technically free on Friday. Okay, let me check. Okay, so I think I would be streaming on like Friday, Saturday and Sunday again. Let's see, because next week I actually have a lot of things to do. A lot of people's birthday, a lot of what's called touching grass activity I have to attend to. But I think Friday, Saturday, Sunday sounds alright for me. And I think maybe next week I will try to play more new games. So the thing is that Bills of Mystery, I don't know when it's going to have an update. It said that it would be like in June. So it would be, I guess I will have to see when will it be. So, but yeah, I think maybe next week I will play all games that are like new, that I haven't played before. Maybe we will see, because I want to, you know, Pride Month, I want to do something new. Saturday will be your preferred day. Okay, let me note it down then. And also Saturday sounds nice. Like, yeah, Saturday probably would be nice. On Friday though, I probably will find like a game that is like shorter, because that day I actually have to see my therapist, so I probably would be like a bit exhausted when I go home, but I still want to stream, you know. But I really like this game, so I'm really glad to be playing with you guys on stream. And let's see, so on Sunday I still have a stream which is Fields of Mystery. So I will be seeing you guys at the same time. Actually the month, like in June, I believe there's a lot of games that is releasing that I've been eyeing for a while, so we will see what we will do. But yeah, thank you for being here, everyone. Let's see. Let me think. Oh, let me redeem the second. Let me steal that. Sorry. You snooze, you lose. But thank you for everyone for being here. Thank you for streaming. Thank you for being here. It's honestly, I feel like if there's nobody here to watch, it wouldn't be as fun. Because this is a really great game, but if you're interested in this game is on Steam. It's not free, but if you're interested in it, the studio have lots of other visual novel that is like LGBTQ plus centered, and I think they have like the usual like bundles and stuff. And I actually thought about playing one of the game before, which you want, which is a free game that is also by them. You buy already in the second ad break. That's awesome. Maybe I will play more of that game. They have like some of the games already like in my library already that I never realized. But yeah, I will see. I do want to like try out different game. Like it doesn't have to be visual novels, but I just want next one to be more like LGBTQ presented. And also, I think I can announce it right now. I do have something new coming up in June. Well, it wasn't supposed to be out in June, but the timing just were right. So I guess there is something that will be coming out. So look forward to that. I don't think I would do anything special with it, but it is something new. If anyone have ever watched like my hand cam stream before. I have hinted it or I have talked about it one time, but I never brought it up. But it is something new regarding to me. So next month, but it would be to be announced because it's still in the work. But something to celebrate for Pride then, I guess. But yeah, so expect more new things coming up for next month, even for like games and stuff like that. But other than that, I'll be going to take some rest now. I will see you guys tomorrow for Foes of Mistria. And I hope everyone have a good day. Thank you for everyone who dropped by or everyone who was lurking. Remember to redeem your dailies. I promise this time I wouldn't read out everyone's name because I know that some people be lurking. So remember to do that before I stream, because in case you don't know, you can't redeem it when I'm not streaming. That's like something that I set up. Let's see. What should I do right now? Wait, what is that? Oh. Sorry, I saw something and I was like, what's that? Okay. Let me... You know what? I know that I don't really have viewers right now, I think, but Mochi is still streaming. The person who dropped by us earlier. Here is the emo, and let's rate her, okay? Remember to copy the message because my emo is too long. But okay, let me rate her then. Let's hope that she hasn't ended the stream yet because it will be very upsetting. Let's see. Oh, she's playing Dead by Daylight. Okay. Okay. That's fine. But anyway, thank you everyone for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.